There are 3 easy steps in creating a resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz .jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link.
First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard.
If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
Alright, so good morning guys. So welcome to jobs180.com's Marketing Me Live. So we are live today for Central Luzon State University. Yeah. So today we'll be joined by speakers from DOLE and DTI. And before we start, we'd like to invite everybody for a short prayer followed by the national anthem.
Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below.
mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, telas ang sinakalan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mo pagaw, ay hinatang tulad, awit sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magtitingin, luman ang araw ng walhagit pagsingka, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya na pagkay mga aking, at mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Alright, so thank you guys. So I'm Shari, I'll be hosting today's event. And we'd like to invite Miss Bernadette Binayog for the opening remarks before we officially start our session. Hi, Miss.
Hello po, Miss Shari. Good morning po.
Ayan. Ma'am, I'm giving the floor to you to deliver the welcome remarks.
Okay, hello everyone. Good morning, my dear students, my dear graduating students, and welcome to our pre-employment seminar or webinar. And I'm really very privileged and very thankful for Jobs 180 with Dole and sa ating pong mga partners dito. Malalo na din po sa DTI. Salamat po ng maraming sa pagpapa-unlock ninyo sa amin sa ganitong activity ng Office of Student Affairs, and lalo na po dito sa Career Development and Employment Services. And I hope and looking forward na in the near future, mas malalo pa namin kayo makasama sa mga activities nito. Kasi for sure, hawak-hawak kamay tayo, tulungan tayo para kayo din ay makahanap ng trabaho. And Sir Kim at sa kanyang staff, sa ating DTI, sa ating Dole, mga partners. Ngayon pa lang po, marami pong salamat. At sa mga dear graduating students, please take this opportunity. You listen, makinig kayo, manood, and you take down notes kung ano yung mga importanteng kailangan na gawin dito, lalo na sa paghahanap ng trabaho kasi it's really different. When the time na naghahanap ng trabaho at hanggang ngayon na itong pandemic, very different talaga ang paghahanap ng trabaho. So I hope you stay put para sa panonood, sa pakikinig ng ating very important activities na ito. And again, congratulations in advance. Alam ko, pinagtrabahuan niyo yan, harapan ninyo yan. And ngayon pa lang, talaga sabihin ko sa inyo, magsisimula pa lang ang inyong trabaho. So, tiyaga lang at higit sa lahat yung ginagawa ninyo, it pays a lot talaga. It would sa pakikinig ninyo sa ating pre-employment webinar. And maraming, I hope mag-enjoy kayo. Maraming tutunan dito. Marami kayong matutunan. And I'm sure na tulungan tayo ng ating mga Jobs 180, ang Dole, ang DTI, para sa mga activities at mga topic natin at gagawin natin. Okay? So stay put. Again, good morning and welcome everyone sa ating activity na ito.
Thank you, Miss Bernadette. All right. Okay, thank you, Miss Bernadette, again. We'd love to be doing the talks for CLSU. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. So next up, to be delivering the inspirational message, we have here Dr. Renato G. Reyes, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Director for International Affairs Office of Central Luzon State University.
The Career Development and Employment Services Unit of the Office of Student Affairs, in partnership with Jobs 180, aims to address the needs of CLSU graduates to make you globally competitive, productive, and to help you find a job through our strong partnership with stakeholders and companies. We are looking forward to your support and participation in all of their future efforts, such as online job fairs and local recruitment activities. The Office of the Vice President for Academic Affairs hopes that through this program, you'll be more prepared for the challenges that you will undertake as you enter the labor market. As you set your vision to the next chapter of your life, please remember that it is inevitable for a person to face failures and rejections in life. But with the right attitude and deeper purpose, it is in my firm belief that anyone like you can be successful. As Mr. Winston Churchill once said, success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. My dear graduates, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. My warmest congratulations on your graduation.
Alright, thank you po for that, Dr. Reyes. Here is our schedule for today, guys. No? So, para prepared na tayo. No? So, first up, we will be discussing online job applications from jobs180.com. We have career path or pre-employment training from the Department of Labor and Employment, entrepreneurship and social media marketing from the Department of Trade and Industry, and getting started with the entrepreneurial mindset from the Department of Trade and Industry. Ayan. So, what we're doing today, guys, please let us know that you're here with us. Please comment your course doon na lang sa ating comment box, and later habang nagtasalita yung speaker natin, pwede kayong maglagay ng questions nyo tapos i-address natin sa speaker mamaya. Alright, so let's go to our first speaker. Our first speaker is Sir Kim Chua. He is the managing director of jobs180.com, and he has over 20 years of experience in sales, marketing, business development, customer service operations, business development, business process, and human resources. So he is a trusted resource speaker and has done over 1,000 career development seminars in more than 400 colleges and universities nationwide. So let's give it up for Sir Kim Chua. Sir Kim, take it away. It's yours.
Everyone, allow me to share to you how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. A lot of you are now looking for a job and exploring for the next chapter in your life. I hope that this session will be able to help you. No, not only you, but the people that you know that needs help in terms of how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. So yan na tinatawag nating resume link. A lot of platforms right now, mga online platforms are being offered left and right. But for you to know paano ito magiging job-winning tool or job-winning resume ito, meron akong checklist. So go with me, no, with all these checklists. Your checklist should include the following. Number 1, kailangan mag-stand out ka. When you look for a job, you have to be able to stand out. Because if you're not going to be able to stand out, then I think you'll just be part of the crowd. You'll be one of the next applicant na wala lang, na hindi naman papansin. Another thing that should be in your checklist is that you should only have one file. Hindi dapat maraming files na iba-iba sinesend sa mga companies. Mas maganda, isang file lang para pag sinend mo, lahat ng details mo nandoon na. Another thing in your checklist is that it should make the process more efficient. Ibig sabihin, mas mabilis mag-submit, mas mabilis makita ng HR, at mas mabilis kayo makontak for possible next steps na or possible job offer na. Now, another thing in my checklist is that dapat tipid ito, wala itong gastos. The tool that I will show you today, wala itong gastos. Libre po ito. At higit sa lahat, itong pinaka-importante sa lahat, this should be in your checklist. The tool should be secured. Okay, more than anything, importante talaga ang data. Pero ang data ninyo, dapat yung proteksyonan. And using this tool, this is the most secured resume kung tawagin. Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Let me go through the next slides na. Okay? Ito ang tinatawag na resume link. Okay? A personalized URL for anyone can open online anytime. I will use an example para makarelate kayo. If you are John Santos, ang link mo or resume link mo pwede maging johnsantos.jobs180.com. Ganun lang kasimple. At yan na po ang resume link nyo. So how do you make one? Go with me through the 3 simple steps. First step is you have to register. Absolutely wala tong bayad. Libre po ito. How do you register? You go to the website of jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com. jobs180.com at dun ka mag-register on the upper right side of your screen. Now, as you do that, you have to put the basic information. Okay? So, alam nyo na ano mga information yan. Hindi ko na isa-isahin. Babawasan nyo naman at alam nyo naman ano dapat ilagay. Now, as you create your account, you have to use a valid email. Okay? Now, before we go to the email, paalala ko lang, sa mga nag-isip sa inyo, paano kung hindi ako si John Santos, ano gagawin kong resume link? O yan, baka nag-isip kayo eh. So, if ever lang, mayroon kang kapangalan, okay, just so happen na may ibang John Santos na nauna sa inyo, ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon doon na red na box, sasabihin niya, this name has already been taken. Huwag kayong malungkot. Pag taken na, okay lang, just be creative. Pwede mo gawin, baliktarin mo. Gawin mo santosjohn.jobs180.com o kaya J Santos o kaya Santos J o kaya JS o kaya SJ. Depende kung ano gusto mo gawin. Basta importante, wala kang kapangalan. Okay? Wala kang kapareho. Now, when you do this, huwag kayong OA. Do not create yung mga ganong klaseng over creative na mga resume link because it doesn't look professional. Imagine submitting to a company with your resume link that says eljablo.jobs180.com. Hindi yan mukhang professional. Okay? Now, when you register, please use a valid email. Ito yung emphasis ko lang sa pag-create nyo ng account na dapat gamitin yung email, yung nabubuksan yung email, kagaya ng Gmail, Yahoo, or any email na nabubuksan nyo. Do not create, example lang yung mga email na kagaya ng ganito, patricia@facebook.com na email. Huwag kang gagamit ng joseph@facebook.com na email to register. In short, huwag mong gagamitin yung @facebook.com na email. Because if you use @facebook.com na email, you will no longer be able to receive notification being sent to you by the companies as well as jobs180.com. Importante po na nabubuksan nyo yung email nyo kasi kailangan mo i-verify yung account mo. Okay? It is very important that you verify your account as a proof na ikaw nag-register at pangalawa, para ikaw yung makapag-apply. If you don't do this, if you don't verify, walang mangyayari sa account nyo. Okay? So, sayang lang. So, you have to verify to finish the first step. Okay? How do you verify? Just open your email, look for the link, click mo yung verify, you're done with the first step. Okay? Tapos na yung first step. Ano yung first step? Register. Wala tong bayad. Let's go to the second step. Ang second step, ang pinaka-logical sa lahat. Kailangan kumpleto ang detalye nyo. So how do you do that? You go back again to your account by going to the website of jobs180.com. This time, hindi mo kailangan mag-register. Ang gagawin mo, mag-log in. Pag login mo, lagay mo dito yung email nyo or resume link nyo, kayo lang may alam yan, at lalo na yung password nyo na kayo lang talaga may alam yan. So when you do that, you now go inside your account. Pag nasa loob na kayo ng account nyo, ano gagawin nyo? Mabilis na lang ito. Fill in the blanks. Okay? Now, I don't have to go through all the information here because definitely, alam mo naman pag sinabi ditong name, malamang pangalan nyo. Pag nakalagay dito address, malamang address nyo. Diba? So you put all the information ninyo dito. Okay, lagay nyo. Then, what else do you put in here? Importante po, lagay dito lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak ng isang HR. Kagaya ng social media account nyo. Diba? Hindi lang email tsaka phone number. Bakit? Most of the time, ano nangyayari? Okay, let me tell you. Marami sa inyo nilalagay nyo phone number nyo. Pero pag tinatawagan kayo ng HR, hindi nyo sinasagot, lalo na pag hindi mo kilala. Hala, sino kaya ito? Hindi mo sasagutin. Diba? Kasi takot kayo, baka nagsascam or whoever yung tumatawag. So ano mangyayari sa mga HR? Mag-i-email kami ngayon sa inyo. But you don't open email more often that you open your social media account. So I recommend lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak na isang HR, ilagay mo dito. Kagaya ng mga Facebook nyo or Twitter nyo para mabilis tayo makapag-PM. Private message, makapag-invite for the next step. Okay? What else do you put here? You also put here your work options, yung mga work experience nyo. Pagdating po sa work options, you can see on the screen, you have 4 options na pwede nyo pagpilian. Parang switch lang yan. Yes, no switch, on, off switch. So you can choose here, example, looking for OJT, lagay mo yes if you're looking for OJT right now. And later on, pag hindi na, turn it off. Edi lagay mo na no. Diba? So depende yan kung anong mas trip nyo or anong mas pasok dun sa hinahanap nyo right now. What the system will do is it will try to match you with companies who are also looking for the same profile with what you have. Yan yung kagandahan ng tool natin. Hindi mo kailangan mag door-to-door para mag-submit ng resume link ninyo. Okay? What else do you put here? You put here your school under education. Even, okay, pagka-graduate nyo, you can also put here your schools. Yung mga nag-take pa kayo ng further studies, pwede mo rin ilagay dito. Okay, so walang limit sa space yan. Pagdating mo sa seminars attended, ganun din. Kahit gaano karami, pwede nyo ilagay dito. Kahit magkopyahan pa kayo. Just make sure lang alam mo yung seminar na yon. Kaya baka matanong ka sa interview. Pagdating po sa certification, ganun din. Put all the certification programs that you've had, you put it here. Okay? When it comes to the achievement, do not limit your achievement only inside the school. Hindi lahat na nakikinig ngayon ay Dean's Lister. Hindi kayo lahat dito ay honor student. Diba? Ayan, nag-agree marami sa inyo. So, hindi lang po ang achievement nakabase sa academic excellence. Some of you are student leaders. So, if you're active sa school, you also put it here kung ano yung mga pinagkakaabalahan nyo. And hindi lang sa loob ng school, even outside the school. If you're active in your barangay, halimbawa, isa kang tanod, ilagay mo dyan. Diba? Yan yung mga achievement ninyo. So, you put it here. Bakit? Because what you're doing now is you're trying to market yourself more effectively to that prospective company. Okay? Now, when it comes to the skills and languages, ito yung common observation namin mga HR. Pagdating sa skills, nilalagay mo lang na skills yung mga umiikot lang sa course nyo. Hindi porkat communication arts ang course mo, com arts lang ang skills na alam mo. Hindi porkat engineering ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang-engineering. Hindi porkat tourism or HRM ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang-tourism at pang-HRM. Maybe some of you are into multimedia, into photography, into videography, into something else, arts, crafts, whatever. Lahat ng yan, skills nyo yan. Remember, what you're doing here is you're marketing yourself more effectively. Kaya kung ako sa inyo, ilagay mo dito lahat ng skills na alam ninyo. Pagdating po sa languages, ganun din. Huwag mong ilimit yan sa dalawang lengguwahe lang. Because I'm sure alam nyo na yung dalawa. Kung dalawa lang talaga alam nyo, din dalawa lang. Ano tong dalawang to? English and Tagalog or Filipino. Okay? Now, if you know other local dialect, Bisaya, Kapampangan, Sabacano, Ilonggo, you can also put it here. If you know foreign languages, German, French, Chinese, Japanese, diba, Korean, pwede mo ilagay dyan. Okay? Walang limit sa space yan. When it comes to the references, sigurado ko yung mga references nyo, kilala nyo. Ang malaking tanong dito kayo ba'y kilala nila? Sana oo, di ba? Kasi madalas pag tumatawag kami sa mga references nyo, hindi kayo maalala. So please tell them, ginawa nyo silang reference para at least they know what to tell about you. Okay? Now, at this point, to make your life easier, kung sakali lang nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo in your Word file or maybe in your doc file, depende kung anong file nyo, PDF file, whatever file you have, kung nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo, simple na lang. Just copy all the information inside dito. Now, ilagay mo sa loob ng resume link. Just transfer them here inside the resume link para maging secured yung data nyo. Okay? Kung bakit secured, I'll tell you as we go along. Okay? So, yung mga sinabi ko, I think alam nyo na yan. Alam nyo na yan. Okay? Itong mga susunod kong papakita, ito yung mga amazing na portion. Let me start with the portfolio section. Ano yung portfolio section? This is the part where you now upload evidence of your skills. Example, ano ebidensya na graduate na kayo later on? Diploma, di ba? Transcript. Ano pa? Toga? Hindi ebidensya yung toga. Okay? Kung ano man meron nyo, di ba? Certificate, diploma, yan. Ebidensya yan. Okay? Kung transcript of records is evidence na graduate na kayo. Ano ebidensya na wala kayong criminal record? NBA clearance, police clearance, di ba? Ano ebidensya na pwede ka pumunta sa ibang bansa? Passport, visa, lahat ng mga sinasabi mong mga skills mo or yung mga what you're claiming that you know, you can now support them here sa portfolio section by showing those documents. Diba? Anong ebidensya na ikaw ay healthy? Meron kang medical clearance. Anong ebidensya na pwede kang mag-drive ng sasakyan? Meron kang driver's license. Diba? So gets nyo na yung sinasabi ko. Ang point ko lang is you can now put the things here to support yung claim nyo of your skills. Now, you're starting to think, Sir, kung pare-pareho naman kaming graduate sa school namin, pare-pareho kami magkakaklase, same yung course namin, same yung school, same yung teachers, same yung curriculum, pare-pareho lang naman kami lahat, walang experience sa trabaho, how will we stand out? Ayan, di ba? Okay, ito ngayon yung isang magandang recommendation ko sa inyo on how you now stand out. You get your smartphones. Kunin mo yung mga smartphones nyo. Kung wala, manghiram sa kaibigan. Okay, hiram mo sa kaibigan mo. I-record mo yung selfie video mo. You say something interesting about yourself. Record it in about 30 seconds to 1 minute lang. Huwag na masyadong mahaba. Ano gagawin mo? Pretend that you are being interviewed by the HR. So you answer basic questions like, tell me something about yourself. O, di ba? Ano yung mga gasgas sa tanong natin? Why should we hire you? O, di ba? Just imagine na tinanong ka ng HR at sasagutin mo na lang siya. Ang maganda lang ngayon, recorded mo. So kung di mo type yung sagot, edi-delete mo. Pag type mo, you save it. Then you upload it sa YouTube or sa Vimeo. Maraming mga video channel na libre, mga video converter sa online. Hanapin mo lang. And when you're done, you put that video link doon sa portfolio section nyo. O, di ba? This time, it will definitely make you stand out because depende na to sa diskarte mo on how you're going to present yourself. Okay? So I leave it up to you on how you do that. Now, another thing for you to do, na sure akong hindi to makokopya ng classmate mo, ay yung picture mo. Diba? So you put your profile picture here. Now, when it comes to the picture, hindi kailangan sobrang formal na formal. Hindi kailangan pumunta sa studio. Huwag na kayo gumastos. Ang importante dito, tumingin kayo sa camera. Plain background. Okay? Plain background, tumingin kayo sa camera. Wear something, of course, wear something decent. Okay? Do not upload profile pictures that look like the right side of your screen. Yung mga sample na yan, hindi po maganda example yan. Okay? So, huwag kayo maglagay ng magandang kasi mga sample ng profile picture. Now, another good thing pa that will make you stand out using the resume link is your cover photo. Yes! A picture paints 1,000 words. Yan ang kasabihan na very, very applicable dito. A lot of you who are listening today, hindi kayo gifted with writing skills. Hirap kayo i-express ang inyong feelings at inyong thoughts into words. Hindi mo ma-type, hindi mo ma-sulat. Tama? Hirap tayo eh. Bakit? Hindi natural sa atin yan. Pero pagdating sa picture, kayang-kaya mo i-express yung inyong personality. Look at the examples I'm showing you. Look at the one on the left. Ano siya? Isa siyang ophthalmologist or optometrist. Sabi naman ng iba, eye expert. Di ba? Sa kanan, ano siya? Sabi ng iba, sir, parang IT. Sir, techie siguro kasi maraming gadget, pati stapler, gadget niya. Diba? Halimbawa, o sabi ng iba naman, sir, parang makalat. O depende na kung how you are going to interpret it. But now, the way I see it, itong taong to, multitasker. Okay? Another good example I'm showing you is this one. Someone from psychology, someone from neurologist, or maybe someone who knows left and right. Ganun lang kasimple. No? So, depende yan how you're going to express yourself. Okay? Another good example pa, ito. Itong person na to, ang gusto niya sabihin, there's no shortcut to success. You will be able to reach your goal by taking one step at a time. O, di ba? So, I'm showing you good examples. Hindi yan member na akit bahay gang. Hindi rin po yan social climber, in case that's what you're thinking. So, kung nagpakita ko ng magaganda example, I will also show you yung mga hindi maganda example para wag niyong gagayahin. Huwag kayong magpapaka-misteryoso. Okay? Make sure you put your picture there. Okay? Kasi maraming pangalan ngayon interchangeable. Ako mismo, guilty ako dyan. My name is Kim. A lot of people think babae ako. Ako rin mismo, napagkakamala ko yung mga aplikante, pag nakita ko, Chris, George, Alex, Sam. O, diba? Minsan isipin ko, Joey, lalaki. Yung pala, babae. Diba? So you better put your picture there para at least alam ng HR who to expect. Okay? Now, when you make your resume link, dapat may laman talaga yan. Kasi kung walang laman yan, ganyan itsura niyan, blanco. And how do you expect companies will look, or HR from companies will look at your profile if you submit to them resume links that look like this? It's like submitting a piece of a paper, bond paper, or long bond paper, short bond paper na walang laman except pangalan mo. And that's the same as this one. So hindi yan papansinin ng mga HR for sure. Okay? Sayang lang oras nyo tsaka oras ng HR. Kailangan attractive. Okay? When I say attractive or cut alam niyo na expert na top to bottom including kanyang mga portfolio patuloy ang technologies. Pinakita niya ng mga posibleng hingiin pa sa kanya ng mga HR. So bakit ko sinabi sa inyo napapabilis yung buhay dito? Hindi lang buhay nyo. Pati buhay din ng HR napapabilis because once you submit all this information to that company, when the HR opens your resume link and sees everything about you, dalawa lang ang pwedeng mangyari niyan. One is, nahuli mo attention, gusto kanya ngayon kausapin or schedule for the next step like interview or possibly job offer, or hindi ka nag-fit. Yun yung second. Di ba? Para at least, ang maganda rito, hindi na pabalik-balik, hindi na siya tatawag para sabihin, hello ma'am, meron ka bang evidence na graduate ka na talaga sa school na yan? Can you send me your transcript? Diba? Can you send me yung mga evidence or yung mga sample skills o sample work mo kasi you are in IT or in graphic design, 'di ba? Gets mo ibig ko sabihin? Wag nang pabalik-balik, sayang yung oras. Okay? Time is of the essence, lalo na ngayon. So you put everything there, at least pag nakita ng HR, diretso na kagad sa pag-process sa inyo. Okay? A lot of you are now thinking, Sir, pag gumawa ako ng resume link at nilagay ko lahat ng information ko dyan, baka naman yung mga data ko nakakalat na sa buong mundo. Baka naman yung mga information ko nakalantad na sa buong internet. The answer is, no. Kaya nga siya tinawag na the most secured resume. Okay? Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings. Follow the screen. Inside your dashboard, when you log in, you can go to your settings. Sa settings mo, to be specific, puntahan mo yung privacy settings. In your privacy settings, you choose the information that you want to show in public. Halimbawa lang you do not want to show your birthday. What do you do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita yung address mo. What do you do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita ang inyong references. What do you do? Turn it off. So lahat na naka-off, hindi lalabas sa public. At sino may control niyan? Kayo lang. O, di ba? Ang maganda pa rito, real-time update yan. Halimbawa, today, you decide not to show your birthday, your address, and references. And then 5 minutes later, you decide, sige, pakita ko na nga birthday ko. Turn it on. Real-time. 5 minutes later, the moment you save your settings, lahat na binigyan mo ng resume link, updated na rin sila real-time. As in real-time. Di ba? Ayos, di ba? Sige, tuloy natin. Tuloy pa natin to. So, reminders ko na lang sa mga late na dumating or kakakinig lang, when you make your resume link, make sure that your profile is interesting and attractive. Okay? Wag OA. Iba yung over naman yun, no? Wag naman ganun. So, make sure it's attractive, it's catchy. Complete all the information, especially your contact details. Kasi sayang naman lahat ng ginawa mo, nahuli mo atensyon, hindi ka makontak ng HR. So, better make sure nandyan yung mga contact details na updated. Okay? So, yan. So, tapos na tayo sa 2 steps. Last step na lang. Ano yung first step? Recap lang. First step is register. Wala tong bayad. Libre po yan. Second step is for you to complete the information. Yan ang pinaka-logical. And the last step now is for you to submit. So, you're now thinking, okay to paano ko gagamitin ngayon yung resume link? Bigyan kita ng iba-ibang paraan. Okay, lahat ito practical application para makarelate kayo. Unang option, pumunta ka sa website ng jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com, and that's where you now start to look for companies. Type the companies that you're looking for. Pag may lumabas, edi good. Pag walang lumabas, edi wala. Okay, huwag din pilitin. Okay? Now, you can also see there a lot of companies, a lot of company logos that you can shop around, you can choose, learn about the company, and if you want to be part of the company, I recommend you submit your resume link kahit na hindi ka pa qualified. Let me repeat what I just said. If you want to be part of an organization, if you want to be part of that company, even if you are not yet qualified, I recommend you give your resume link to that company. Bakit? Imagine, kung ngayong hapon, ngayong araw, nag-submit ka ng resume link sa isang kumpanya na naghahanap ng 3 years experience na aplikante. Wala ka pang 3 years experience. Okay lang. Because nabigay mo na yung resume link mo sa kanya, pagdating ng 2024, siguro naman by that time, meron ka ng 3 years experience, di ba? Kasi nag-work ka na ngayon, by 2021. By 2024, may 3 years experience ka na, pwede ka na ma-qualify dun sa position in-applyan mo. And you never know. That company might just contact you later on, provided that your details are still updated. So you have to update those information real time. Ayos ba? Ayos, di ba? Wala nang pabalik-balik. Hindi mo na kailangan magbalik-balik dun sa kumpanya para sabihin, nag-apply po ko sa inyo last year. Ako po yung OJT nyo 3 months ago. Wala nang ganun. Okay? Another practical application. When you submit your resumes through email, how do you do that? Madalas, ito ginagawa natin. Mag-email tayo, sasabihin natin, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. Ano gagawin nyo? I-attach mo yung Word file mo or PDF file mo. Tama? If that is how you're doing it, wag mo nang gawin yon. Wag ka na mag-attach ng anything sa email. Pampabagal lang yan, tsaka makaluma na yung style na yan. Bakit ko sinabi yon? Kasi hindi mo na kailangan talaga mag-attach ng anything. Ang gagawin mo, i-type mo na lang doon sa email mo yung resume link mo. Example, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. In this example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz, 01.jobs180.com. That's it. Submit. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you. Send. Every time meron kang babaguhin sa details mo, hindi mo na kailangan padalhan yung HR. Kasi kung ginagamit mo mga attachment, ang kulit niyan eh. Ang kulit, saka nakapagod. Ano gagawin mo pag nagbago ka ng phone number? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated resume. Mamaya-maya, 2 weeks later, nagpalit ka ng phone number. Ano gagawin mo? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated, most recent resume. O di ba? Every time meron kang babaguhin, padala ka na padala doon sa HR. Nakakapagod yan. Hindi lang sa part nyo, kundi sa part din namin sa mga HR to keep track which one yung pinaka-updated na details. So this time, wala na kailangan. Palit-palit na lang kayo ng details nyo. Update na lang sa loob ng resume link. Ayos ba? Ayos pa. Okay, tuloy pa natin to. Okay? If you want to print your resume, this is now the good news. You can now print your resume link. No matter how much information you have, the system will try to compress everything into one page. So kung gusto mo talaga mag-print ng papel at mag-submit sa mga kumpanya, walang kaso. Pumunta ka lang sa dashboard mo, hanapin mo yung print na option at mamili ka kung 1 column or 2 column version ang gusto mo i-print. What the system will do is it will try to compress everything into one page para tipid na. O, di ba? Now, usapang tipid. Ito mas tipid pa. Gusto mo mag-print ng resume pero gusto mo magtipid. Itong gawin mo. Gumawa ka ng resume link card. Ano tong resume link card? Sa isang pirasong long bond or short bond paper, mag-design ka ng maraming resume link card. No, maliliit lang, parang business card ang dating. In one piece of paper, I think you can make 10, 20 sets of cards. Depende sa size ng papel mo. At ang importante lang ilagay mo dyan sa resume link card mo ay syempre ang inyong resume link. Diba? So, hindi mo na kailangan ilagay lahat ng details mo sa resume sa loob ng maliit na papel. Lagay mo lang resume link mo. And that is what you now give to the companies when you start applying. Look at the picture I'm showing you. Diba? Tipid. Hindi lang tipid. Secured pa. Tingnan nyo. If you submit yung big paper resume nyo, long bond paper, sinubmit mo sa isang kumpanya, nag-apply ka. For some reason, nilipad ng hangin. Yung nakapulot ng papel na yan, alam na buong detalye mo because everything is in that one-page printout. Now, if you lose that small piece of paper, don't worry. Meron kang peace of mind. Bakit? Yung mga kapulot niyan, limited sa privacy settings mo because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings kahit na i-type niya yan sa browser. Okay? So, ang recommend ko rin sa mga nakikinig, use the gadget. Take advantage of the technology. Use your gadget, your laptop, your cellphone, your tablet, kung ano man. Okay? Para ngayon kasi, this day and age, technology na ang gamitin natin. Kung mano-mano pa rin kayo, wala kayong gadget, okay lang. Huwag kayong malungkot. You can still submit to the companies by just simply writing the resume link on a piece of paper. As simple as that. Okay? So, again, sa mga nagtatanong, ano yung mga guidelines ko para makagawa ako ng job-winning resume? Ito yung guideline ko. Ito yung checklist ko. Are you using the right tool? That's the ultimate question. There are so many tools right now, but these are the things that you should consider when you make your resume. And that is the resume link. It already addresses the following. Number 1, security ng information mo. I hope by this time, you have peace of mind. Ito na ang pinaka-secured na information because you have the ultimate control over your privacy setting. Pangalawa, the speed of hire becomes faster. It becomes more efficient because whatever you need, whatever the HR needs, you can already put it inside the resume link. Another thing is that it's flexible. If you want to print, just in case lang gusto mo talaga mag-print ng resume nyo, you have the option to print it. And you don't have to worry about saan ko sinave yung file na yan, saan ko tinago, wala nang ganon. Just log into your account and print. Mamili ka lang kung 1 column or 2 column version. At higit sa lahat, wala po itong bayad. Tipid po ito. Walang bayad. Okay? Ang kailangan mo lang, of course, internet. Sa mga nag-iisip sa inyo, sir, kailangan ko ng pan-data. Pwede ka naman makakonect sa internet na walang data eh. Punta ka sa libreng wifi. Di ba? Baka yung kapitbahay nyo may libreng wifi, o makagamit ka muna. Later on, pag may trabaho ka na, may sweldo na, bayaran mo yung wifi niya. O di ba? Bawi-bawi lang yan. No? Give and take. And there are a lot more benefits to just what I've mentioned. Marami pang iba. You can share your resume link to whatever platform you want to share it to. Gusto mo i-text? Gusto mo siya i-private message? Gusto mo i-send via Viber? Kayo bahala. Pwede mo i-share. Basta kayo may control. Ganun lang kasimple. No? Kung hindi mo ito binigay sa kahit kanino, hindi malalaman to nung taong yon. And you don't have to save it to whatever USBs or hard drive. No need na. Wala rin tong mga tipong version na kailangan pa compatible. Walang ganun. Lahat ito compatible. Pwede lahat. Okay? So shout out na lang ako. Shout out to all our school partners. By the grace of God, right now we have about 400 plus colleges and university partners nationwide, including your alma mater. So thank you. We're very thankful for this opportunity that we're able to do this kahit tayo nasa loob ng bahay, kahit kayo ay nasa loob ng bahay. So hindi tayo physically nagpe-present, pero nakakatulong pa rin tayo, especially if you have friends or relatives whom you think would need this tool. Please share this to them. Okay? Sa mga nagtatanong naman ng mga frequently asked questions, sasagutin ko na. Ito kasi yung mga common questions na kadalasan tinatanong sa akin. Ang tanong, can I give my resume link to companies who do not know about jobs180.com? The answer is absolutely yes. It depends kung sino ang bibigyan mo. Ikaw may ultimate control niyan. Okay? Pangalawang question, is this the same as other job platform like LinkedIn, JobStreet, iba pang mga job site? The answer is no. Meron tong dalawang major difference. Yes. Lalo na pagdating sa security. Okay. Of course, explain lang ako Okay. With respect to the other sites that I've mentioned, let me just use JobStreet as an example para lang mas makarelate, no? Para makarelate. You can only use JobStreet resume if you're applying to companies who are also using JobStreet. If you're applying to a company who is not using JobStreet, you cannot use your JobStreet resume anymore. With your resume link, you can use this to any type of company, any platform, wherever they are. Kahit sa loob ng Pilipinas or sa labas ng Pilipinas, pwede mong applyan. Kahit hindi niya alam ang Jobs 180, basta alam niya ang resume link mo, pwede niya mabuksan ang profile at makita according to your settings. That's the first difference. Pangalawang difference, kung nabigay mo na, kung na-submit mo na ang JobStreet resume mo sa isang company, wala ka nang pwedeng baguhin. Lahat ng data mo nandun na yan sa HR. Yes. Hindi na magbabago yan real time. With your resume link, na-submit mo today, mali pala number mo, na-submit mo today, mali pala yung spelling mo, you can always edit it. Enter, save it. Real-time update. Lahat ng binigyan mo ng resume link, updated real-time. Ayos? Okay, tuloy tayo sa number 3 question. Number 3 question is the easiest question. Ang tanong dito is, can I keep my information secured? I hope by this time, na-convince ko na kayo na ito na ang pinaka-secured na platform. Okay? That's the reason why I'm sharing this to you. Okay? Number 4, I think this is the most important question. How often should you update your resume link? Ang sagot dito, hindi araw-araw, hindi linggo-linggo, hindi buwan-buwan, hindi taon-taon. Ang sagot dito ay every time. Every time na meron kayong babaguhin, lalo na ang contact details nyo. Yan ang importante. You have to update your contact details every time na meron kayong papalitan doon. Kasi yan yung paraan para makontak kayo ng mga companies. And the last question is just a trivia. Why is this called jobs180.com? This is called jobs180.com because we want to turn your life around. Yan, 'di ba? 180 degrees. Hindi siya 360. Kasi kung 360, bumalik ka lang kung saan ka galing, edi balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang, di wala nangyari. 'Di ba? So you have to do it 180 degrees. It's a straight line towards your career goal. Okay? Just in case may tanong pa kayo, nahiya magtanong, pumunta lang kayo sa website namin, sa jobs180.com or email me here sa info@jobs180.com, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram para makakuha kayo ng mga latest trends in recruitment. Okay, again, my name is Kim Chu Wa. Don't forget yung Wa. Okay, baka Kim Chu lang maalala nyo na nagsasabing be safe at isang magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Thank you.
Alright, so thank you for that, sir. Ayan. So, sir, to our audience, the floor is now open for questions. So, if you have questions for Sir Kim, can you put it in our comment section? Ayan. So, sir, while they are thinking about their questions, I'd like to ask you, yung mga vacancies po, if ever napupunta yung student dun sa, pag nag-create sila ng account, meron po bang dedicated, just tell us them, sir, na may dedicated school portal for CLSU students.
Okay. So, Ma'am Shari, when you mentioned about dedicated school portal, jobs180.com created a specific page kung saan doon natin nilalagay yung mga industry partners ng school ninyo, ng CLSU. And just in case lang, no, na miss out nyo, nakascroll po siya sa screen right now. You can read it there. Nakalagay schools.jobs180.com/CLSU. Doon sa page na yan, pag pumunta kayo, you can register your resume link there. You can see announcements pag meron tayong mga feature announcements sa mga virtual career fair, na mga live events natin, yung mga job fair, doon natin lalabas. At higit sa lahat, yung always makita nyo dyan, yung mga companies, yung mga opportunities po na naka-feed, na nakalagay po dyan, welcoming you. So ang gagawin nyo lang dyan, very simple, look for companies that you want to be a part of, give your resume link, submit your resume link to those companies, kahit na hindi pa kayo qualified. Inuulit-ulit ko yan parate, no? Kahit hindi pa kayo qualified, basta gusto mo applyan yung kumpanya, submit mo lang resume link mo because you never know, time will come na mag-match na yung requirement mo doon sa hinahanap ng company, then the companies can easily contact you. So that's why I recommend. Submit mo lang resume link nyo sa lahat ng kumpanyang gusto nyong applyan. Okay? Yan pa.
Yan. So, it's also a good shortcut, guys. So, kung ngayon, gagawa kayo, pwede kayo dun din gumawa na jobs180.com/CLSU. Tama ba, sir?
Yes, that's correct. Tama. /CLSU.
Who's.jobs180.com/CLSU. Ayan.
Yes.
So, companies, nandyan. How to create a resume link, nandyan.
Mm-mm.
So, thank you for that, sir. So, going once, twice, guys. Walang questions. Alright. So, thank
Nahihiya
you, sir.
ata magtanong yung mga taga CLSU.
Nasagot naman, sir, sa FAQs nyo. Ayan.
So we'll be having a virtual job fair soon. No, we'll be having a virtual career fair soon. Announcement ko lang to kasi nakausap ko si Ma'am Berna and she's targeting by end of August. From what I remember, no, by end of August, meron tayong virtual career fair live dyan po para sa CLSU. Next month na po yan. So, paghandaan po natin, guys, prepare yourself sa mga wala pa pong trabaho by that time at sa mga may trabaho na gusto pa maghanap ng ibang trabaho, wala naman pong masama doon, no? Always welcome opportunities and explore. So, abangan nyo po yung mga announcements na yan. Yan lang.
Alright, so thank you for that, sir. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
Be
sir.
safe.
Thank you, sir. Alright, so next up, we will be having the discussion on career path skills and pre-employment training, which should be discussed by Ms. Shirley Pajarillo, PhD. She is the Supervising Administrative Officer for the Language Skills Institute, Old Capital of Cabanatuan City, and she is the former program head of language department at Araldo University 2004 to 2018. So presently, she's the supervising administrative officer of Language Skills Institute in Cabanatuan City. She is an AB English graduate, cum laude, at the Araldo University 1987 to 1988, and she has her master's in English in 2004 at AU and PhD Educational Management in 2018. So we'd like to call on Miss Shirley Pajarillo. Hi, ma'am. Good morning.
Hi, good morning everyone.
Morning, ma'am. Ayan. Ma'am, can we test your screen share po?
In a minute.
Okay, so we'd like to greet those who are watching with us. We have people from BA, we have people from CE. So good morning, AB Psych. Good morning. We have people from MS Bio and ayan. Ma'am, it's up. Ayan. So ma'am, if you're ready, I'll give the floor to you. I will be back in 20 minutes for the question and answer po.
Thank you, Miss Shari. Good morning everyone, especially to CLSU graduating students. So this time, I will discuss with you career path skills / pre-employment training. But before that, I would like to start with a quote from Albert Einstein. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. And this time, though, I just want to share it with you what Stephen R. Covey's definition of habits. When I speak of habits, by the way, I chose habits because it is something to do with applying for a job. So before you pursue another endeavor or another chance or another phase of your life, we have to consider habits. And as Stephen Covey's definition of habits says, This is an interaction of knowledge, skills, and desires. So when we speak of job hunting expedition, it has something to do with your knowledge, with your skills, and with your desires. Let us have it one by one. So first, let me have knowledge. So it is a theoretical paradigm, the what to do and the why. But of course, you have to consider what are you going to do and why are you going to do such. The other thing is the skill, which is the how to do. And desire is the motivation, the want to do. Let us chunk it one by one. Let's begin. Before you proceed on finding your job, let us consider first, or let us compare first, the school and the work. But of course, as first timer, we have some considerations to consider in finding your work that would make up your future. First one, kasi guys, we have a student, and as you go along with another phase of your life, hindi yung basta yung sugod ka na lang ng sugod. So without armor in you, you should be armed with weapons on you before you pursue on another stage or phase of your life. Again, as I mentioned before, it has something to do with the future. Let us begin comparing school and work. So that yung separation anxiety mo, matatanggal sa iyo yan before you go on with another phase of your life. First one, let us consider one, obedience versus production. When you were still a student, wala kang gagawin kung hindi sumunod. Diba? If you could still remember your 4 years of studying or 5 years, all you have to do is to follow instructors' instructions. So kahit nagrereklamo ka, bakit ganito? Ang dami-daming pinapagawa, ang daming requirements. Pero at the end of the day, susunod ka. Nauuna ka pa sa deadline. So when you come to work, ito yung production. Kapag ikaw ay na-employ na, when you get employed, ang iisipin mo lang how to be productive in your own work. It's your choice kung talagang sunod ka ng sunod, pero definitely kasama yon. You have to follow kung ano talaga yung gagawin. But the bottom line is, you have to be productive once you get into work. So let us identify yung pagpasok sa trabaho, hindi yun yung parang nag-aaral ka. Kasi iba na to eh. So kailangan, you should identify how are they different with each other. The next one, force versus choice. When you were still a student, you are forced to come to school religiously. If the class starts by 7 o'clock, you have to go to school 7 o'clock or before 7 o'clock. You are forced to come to class on time and you are forced to leave the class on time. Lahat ng bagay you are forced to do so because you are aiming for, let's say, good grades, higher grades, or everything that has something to do with your academic status. When you get into work, it has something to do with your choice. Bakit choice? Kasi choice mo na yan kung maging productive ka, kung maging good employee ka, or let us say hindi naman bad employee, pasaway employee, something like that. So it's your choice. For example, once you get into job, ang working hours natin is, let us say, 8 o'clock. Di ba? 8 o'clock, 8 to 5. So you have to be in your working place at 8 o'clock or before 8 o'clock. Pero, as I've said before, minsan may pasaway na hanap ka ng hanap ng trabaho, pero pagka nagtrabaho ka naman at naibigay sa'yo, naiiba yung choice mo. Yung 8 o'clock mo, nagiging 9 o'clock. So, it's up to you now, guys. kung choice mo ba na maging productive employee, na maging performer na isang empleyado, o maging isang pasaway na empleyado. It's your choice, guys. Okay, the next one. Age-based tribe versus individual. So when we say age-based tribe, when you were still studying, ang kasalamuha mo, you are with the rest of the students of your own of your age. Kumbaga, naglalaro yung age nyo na, for example, ang college students range siya ng 16, 17, 18, 19, or dun lang naglalaro yung mga age nyo. Kumbaga, you have the same perception, you have the same views in life, nagkakatalo lang yan sa mga iba-ibang pananaw. Pero, once you get into work, you are dealing with different people of all walks of life. So what do I mean with that is, you learn to be flexible once you get into job. So, makakasalamuha ka na ngayon ng iba't ibang klase ng tao, yung flexibility mo na test, yung pasensya mo, yung perseverance mo, all else. Lahat na yon are considered. So, nababago. Kumbaga, kung nung nag-i-estudyante ka, ang kasalamuha mo of the same age, once you get into work, ang makakasalamuha mo ay iba't ibang klase ng tao, iba't ibang klase ng edad. So, you have to be flexible when it comes to that matter. Next, we have known information versus discovery. Kasi I'm discussing it with you guys before I proceed on job hunting expedition para nun ma-inform ka, ano ba yung bagay na to na pinapasok ko? Ako ba talaga ay para dito? Kasi minsan, makulit ako paulit-ulit ko to because I want to instill in your mind na ito kailangan nating i-consider. When you were still a student, the known information are topics na talagang dinidiscuss ng teacher mo with you from time to time. Yung mga nile-lecture sa inyo, ibinibigay yan. Ibinibigay. So, all you have to do is to study everything. Wala kang choice eh. Sabi ko nga sa iyo, when you were still a student, hindi ko naman sinasabing you are a slave. Kaya lang, ang gagawin mo talaga doon, you have to follow. Kasi nga, you are aiming for a great chance of getting higher grades para ma-maintain mo kung ano ba talaga yung magiging puhunan mo once you get into the job. Alright, so we have known information versus discovery. Once you get into work, you have to discover something new. Definitely. Ito pala yon. I need to be such and such. I need to be like this. Nadidiscover mo yung ibang bagay wherein when you were still a student, ipinoprovide lang ng teacher yung info na inaaral natin. Although, you were motivated to search something new, pero pagka nasa work ka na, you need to discover everything that would add life to your work. Okay, guys? Next. Ito, this is my favorite eh. Natutuwa talaga ako dito pagka dinidiscuss ko to eh. So we have cruelty versus civility. When you were still a student, di ba you are with your friends, with your classmates, so palaga yung loob mo. Talagang you can tell everything you want. Like for example, ako when I was a student, naalala ko, pagka meron siyang, uy, check mo nga to. Sabi ko, ayan, tanga-tanga naman, hindi ganyan. Okay, di ba? You are free to say what you want to say because the person with whom you are talking to is your classmate, is your friend. So, walang anger or walang everything, walang something serious in between. Because you are classmates and because you are friends. Now, when we speak of civility, once you get into work, kahit galit na galit ka sa tao, you have to act civil. Alam nga namang, galit ka sa kanya, ipapahalata mo. Hindi di ba? Kailangan civil lang. Be professional. Okay. So when you compare school and work, you have to consider the following. We have obedience versus production, force versus choice, age-based drive versus individual, known information versus discovery, and cruelty versus civility. So before you get into work or before you go to another phase of your life, you have to consider the things I discussed it with you. Okay, next one. Yes, now let's move on in pursuing one's career. One step, ano ka na dyan kumbaga, may ibang steps ka na, then another one is coming to your way. So in pursuing one's career, we have to consider, number one, learn about yourself. Before you find your job, yung kurso mo na kinuha mo, nakapag-decide ka na dyan One thing more, nung pinili mo yung kurso na yan, it's the thing talagang gustong-gusto mo. When you choose your course, it's not the decision of other persons, ng friends mo, ng teachers mo, and even your parents. I want to make it clear na yung decision mo ngayon, gusto ko lang siguruhin na yung kurso mong kinuha ngayon ay yung kursong gustong-gusto mo. Para hindi tayo mag-regret. Anyway, nandiyan na yan, kailangan we have to consider yourself and the skills you have. Learn about yourself. Identify mo yung kung ano ba talaga yung gusto mo, ano yung gustong-gusto mong gawin, at ano yung bagay na ayaw mong gawin. So, pagka nagpursue ka ng isang career, you have to consider first yourself. Wala kang ibang tatanungin kung hindi yung sarili mo kung ano ba talaga yung gusto mo. In short, you have to reflect. Next. So, learn about career. Ngayon, sabi ni Sir Kin kanina, kailangan daw, kung tourism ka, kailangan hindi lang doon confined yung skills mo. Siyempre, meron ka ring ibang skill. Like, for example, pero, before I proceed on that, hindi pwedeng ang available na job dito ay clerical job. Hindi mo naman alam mag-record. Hindi pwedeng kung ano yung bakante, yun ang a-applyan mo. Magkakaroon tayo ng job mismatching, which we do not want to happen. Kasi magpa-flop ka. Hindi naman ito talaga yung gusto kong trabaho. Ba't ako napunta dito? You have to learn about career. Remember guys, before I forget, there are two things, major decisions that could make or break your life. Listen carefully before I forget. There are two major decisions that could make or break a person. First, number one major choice, choosing your partner in life. That's number one. And number two major choice that could make or break your life is choosing a course in college. But then again, I would like to reiterate that you did not regret of the course that you have chosen because it's your choice. So you have to learn about career. Saan ba ako talaga nababagay? Anong skills and talents meron ako that would match to the kind of job that I am going to apply? And number three, we have three considerations. Make a plan. Guys, hindi lahat ng bagay ay nadadaan sa by chance. Remember, you always have a choice. Always make a plan. Everything is planned. Hindi katulad mo, hindi ka lumitaw sa mundo na to na hindi ka pinlano ng parents mo. So everything, you have to make a plan, at ang pagpaplano, hindi lang isa yan. So we have plan A, plan B, and plan C. Pagka nag-fail ka pa sa plan C, ewan ko na lang. Okay, so in pursuing one's career, again, you have to consider or you have to learn about yourself. It's time for you to reflect. And number two, you have to learn about career. You have to explore And number three, you have to make a plan. Hindi pwede yung, ay, ito pala yung gagawin ko. Ay, hindi ito. So, everything needs to be planned. Okay? Next. So, ito din, we need to consider Let's be truthful to ourselves. Gawin nating makatotohanan at maging practical tayo. So, why do people work? I ask before I search on something. I ask some people, siguro marami estudyante ko before, professionals. So, these are their answers. Why do people work? Number one is money. So, siyempre, guys, psychology says na talagang when people work, but of course, we have to aim for physiological needs. Number one yan. Pagka deprived ka ng physiological needs, how can you work? So, syempre, may mga considerations tayo, but of course, why do people work? Syempre, gusto mo namang i-pacify o i-appease yung sarili mo for all time na talagang nag-aral ako. So, it's time for you naman to be rewarded. Okay, number two. So, why do people work? Number one is money. Number two is accomplishment. So, syempre, when you get into work, okay, you feel accomplished. So, syempre, wow, I have my job. At ang napili mo pang yung job, talagang it matches your skill, it matches your will na talagang magkaroon. So, syempre, pagka katulad ko, when I get my work, talagang gustong-gusto ko, I feel so accomplished. So, whatever decision you have to make for yourself, make sure you are accomplished with that decision. And number three, we have learning. Yes. Ang learning, guys, it does not end at the four corners of the classroom. Remember, you have to learn all throughout our life. Continuous learning yan. We never stop learning. Kasi it's food for our soul Hindi ka, kapag nag-work ka, definitely you learn and everything that you will gain out of it. Lahat, napapacify tayo after na tayo mag-aral tayo, and then when you get into work, we are accomplished, and we learn, and we continue learning. So why do people work? Number one is money, number one is accomplishment, and number three is learning. Okay. Now, it's time for you na you are applying. Now, eto ka na. So, you are now in your workplace. So, please develop the 20 good work habits. Kasi nung naghahanap ka ng trabaho, napaka-humble mo, napaka-low profile mo, napaka-low key mo. Tapos dadating yung time when you get into work, talagang nababaliwala. So dapat, you should have this characteristics or attributes of a normal or a good employee. Number one, you should be punctual. Please practice punctuality. So, kung ang work mo is 8-hour work, kailangan before 8 o'clock nandun ka na. Punctual, there's something to do with your time. Number two, initiative. Let's make it fast, guys. Anyway, if you want to avail of copy, I am very much waiting to share it with you. Okay, initiative. Take the initiative to get things done. Kailangan yung initiative mo ganun kataas. Hindi nababago as you go along with your work. Number three, we have neat, tidy, and clean. Hindi mo na, ito naman self-motivated naman tayo dyan. Kahit saan naman tayo humarap, kailangan we should be neat, we should be tidy, and we should be clean at all times. Number four is organized. Kailangan organized ka. So, For example, kapag may hiningi si boss sa'yo, meron kang ready na ibibigay sa kanyang files, records, everything. Gamit mo, kailangan systematic ka, and everything. 5. We have systematic. Ayan, as I mentioned, kailangan systematic ka. Lahat naka-file, lahat nakaayos, everything. Okay, and then efficient. Kailangan talagang efficient ka. People naman by nature are naturally efficient. Especially when you get into work, wala kang ibang ipapractice yung efficiency mo. Kasi it reflects your personality. Next, we have problem solving. Kailangan meron kang decision-making skill dyan. Hindi pwedeng, ano ba yung gagawin ko dito? Something like this, nararatel ka. So, kailangan meron kang ready decision for that at saka yung decision-making skill mo, nasa iyo pa rin. Follow up. This does not mean chasing people after a day's notice. Okay, kailangan, if you are working in a certain company or whatever work, kung saan ka napuntang mag-work, kailangan you should have follow-up. May mga letters, may mga calls, may follow-up kang gagawin as an employee. And then number 9, we have fast. Hindi pwede mabagal. Kailangan alam mo na, pag nagtatrabaho ka, dapat pagpasok mo pa lang, alam mo na kung ano yung system ng pagtatrabaho mo. Hindi pwede yung, bukas na lang, may mga ningas pugon ka, yung procrastination, everything. Tanggalin mo yun. Okay, hindi tayo nagbubuo dito ng mga bad habits, as Stephen Covey always says. Okay, accurate. You should be accurate to learn to pay attention to details, especially if you're dealing with numbers and dates. For example, sa isang ilan na meron tayo ditong enrollees, for example, sa aming office. When I ask the staff, ilan na enrollees natin for English proficiency, kailangan accurate yung sagot mo. You know the exact number. Hindi pwede, I think ma'am, meron na tayong ganito. No. Kailangan, you should base your answers on facts, especially pagka facts ang tinatanong. Hindi natin kailangan ng opinions. Case-to-case basis yan. Fewer mistakes. Oo naman. Kailangan as an employee, kailangan hindi puro mali. Minsan ka magkakamali, pangalawag naman na. Paulit-ulit, hindi pwede yung ganon. You should learn. Next. Paperwork. Be good in your paperwork. Okay, clear paperwork as soon as possible and keep all your files updated. Okay, kailangan from time to time, nag-update tayo ng records and paper and everything. Interpersonal. Be friendly, pleasant, and have a positive attitude. For example, kung especially kapag ikaw ay nasa customer service, wala ka namang ibang gagawin kung hindi mag-project ng isang positive attitude because it reflects your personality as I mentioned from time to time. Yung interpersonal skills mo, kailangan yung loob mo nandun sa mga clients na sa customer kasi nung tinanggap mo yung work na yon, more than anything else, alam na alam mo kung ano yung expectations mo sa sarili mo and expectations ng superiors. So please practice good interpersonal skills. And then we have teamwork. Be a team player. Please cooperate. Kung meron kang something to contribute, don't be selfish. Kasi ako, I have a co-employee, especially pagka teacher ka, kapag merong style or strategy na nag-work best, i-share mo, huwag mong suluhin. And then we have office etiquette. Don't spend too much time on personal calls. May time para dyan. Hindi pwede yung nag-work ka, tapos nagte-text ka. Kaya minsan, nabibira yung iba. Okay? Sabi niya, ba't ganito yung empleyado na to, inuuna pa yung text. Pero siguro this time, ina-avoid na yun kasi nasusumbong. Okay. Next. Writing. Work on your letter writing and report writing skills. Sabi nga kanina, yung writing skills medyo may kahirapan din ang konti yan. Not all people are given the talent na magkaroon ng good writing skills. But, it's to be learned. Natututuhan yan. Bakit hindi ka magpaturo? Bakit hindi ka magpa-tutor or search ka and everything. Hindi pwedeng hindi mo alam lagi. Alam mo, alamin mo. And number 17, we have reading. So, syempre, part ng growing up is continuous learning. And part of it is reading. Basahin ko nga yung mga sinabi na so that I can be fueled ng mga styles and strategies ng isang successful na to. So, you have to read. Okay? Kasi yung test of comprehension nandoon din eh. Okay? Malay mo, mayroong memorandum mo, ano ba ibig sabihin na to? O, nakakahiya naman. So, you have to read from time to time. Know your priority. Ano ba talaga yung mas importante? For example, you are given bulk of work. Ano ba yung priority? Ano ba yung dapat mauna? Sabi ko nga sa iyo, babalik-balikan mo yung pagiging organized mo, babalik-balikan mo yung pagiging systematic mo. Learn to prioritize. Number 19, we have filing. Everything needs to be filed. Letters, memorandum, notes, everything. So, para nun, kung hihingan ka ng mga files, you have the ready file for him or for hindi yung kalkal dito, kalkal doon, everything. Lahat ifa-file mo. Resibo, lahat, everything. And the last one, responsibility. If you are guys responsible, cover na lahat ng 19 good work habits that I discussed. Because once you are responsible, kaya nga from the word responsible, kailangan responsable ka sa lahat ng bagay. Hindi lang sa personal mo, kung hindi sa professional work mo. So, understood. So, we have 20 good work habits to develop. Yun lang, makuha mo yun. Napaka-successful mo na kapag ka na-apply mo yon once you get into work. Alright? Yes. Okay. The last one, I would like to end with this because resume and interview were tackled by Mr. Kim Chua and I want to share it with you. Gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo to guys ha. I hope you learned. Meron lang ako isa-share before I end my talk. Yes. Yan. Alright. Sabi diyan kasi normally when I'm giving this talk, meron akong mga pinasasagutan sa kanila na scene A, scene B. But anyway, bottom line, sabi diyan, you should find a job that is the right social fit for you. So before you start exploring specific jobs that interest you, it is important to determine how your social skills and social type with three main types. Okay? So we have, next one is, no matter whether you work in the scene, behind the scene, or out of the scene, you have an important role to play. Find a job that best suits your interests, your skills, and abilities. And before I end, marami kong share sa inyo that would motivate you. Sabi ni Confucius, choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. My dear graduating CLSU students, have your future, bright future await you, and find the right job for you. Good morning.
Thank you, Dr. Pajarillo. Alright, to our audience, we are now opening the floor to questions. So kung meron po tayong tanong regarding the presentation earlier, now is the time to put it in our comment section. So ma'am, nag-prepare lang po ako ng question habang nag-iisip po yung viewers natin. So ma'am, I think my question would be on the side of the habits that you mentioned earlier. Among those po, sa tingin nyo, saan po pinaka nahihirapan yung mga fresh grads whenever they transition to their first job?
Ako, I think, with my years of teaching, sa speaking sila, sa interview portion, when I was teaching business correspondence, there are instances, madalas, they cannot answer the question right away. Okay lang yun na, for example, hindi sila kasi nga, the interviewer will give them time to conceptualize answers. But then again, ang nakikita ko sa kanila, they are very hesitant to speak English. So one thing more is their ability to write. These are among my experiences with my college graduating students. When I check their writing activity, parang maraming kulang. Aside from sa grammar, tsaka yung content. I want to share it with you kasi nasa linya ko niyan eh. Ganun din sa IELTS reviewers. I am one of the reviewers ng IELTS eh. Nag-struggle ang mga clients, ang mga college students, pagka dumating na sa parte ng speaking at saka sa parte ng writing. I want to share it with you. Kaya nga ako, as teacher before, I taught 24 years to be exact. So, nakikita ko yung mga flaws ng mga students. Kaya minsan, talagang binibigyan ko sila ng diin. Pagka ini-interview ko sila during my business correspondence English, talagang hinahasa ko kasi that's their final exam eh. Tapos, yun nga, yung sa writing. So, kailangan nilang more and more practice. So, kailangan doon talaga sila mag-focus bago sila pumalaot sa isang bagay na bago pa sa kanila. Kasi whether we like it or not, we need to apply eh. So, kailangan fully armed tayo, di ba?
Yes, ma'am. Siguro ma'am, follow-up question na lang po.
Yeah.
What would be the shortest and the best way for them to enhance their skills given that they have short amount of time na lang po before they actually send out their applications to company. So ngayon is July. So
Yeah.
let's say they have a couple of months left. What can they do to rigorously enhance their language skills po?
Pwede naman sila magpa-tutor sa akin. Joke lang. I am very much willing to answer their queries kung ano yung pwede. Kaya lang, andito na sila sa stage na kailangan nilang mag-a-apply eh. So, pwede naman silang magpa-tutor to someone who is skilled in that line o pwede silang mag-email sa akin or via messenger ko ano. Pwede rin silang mag-self-learn naman. Kasi yung motivation mo, yung self-motivation mo, ay, di ba pagka pupunta ka sa isang bagay, ay, interviewin ako, ano ba yung gagawin ko? So, syempre, pwede ka namang magpa-tutor to someone who is capable, di ba? O pwede rin sa akin, itapon mo sa akin so I can give you tips. Parang gano'n, di ba?
Yes. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, how can they reach your office po for people who might be interested? How
Pwede silang magpunta dito sa Language Skills Institute. By the way, mag-aano na tuloy ako. Ano tawag doon? Magpo-promote na rin ako, ano?
Yes, ma'am. Tama po yan.
Sa mga graduating students, we are offering, nakita mo yung ano ko, Language Skills Institute. I am the supervising administrative officer with that. So we are offering English proficiency classes, English language and culture, Japanese language and culture, and contact center services. Okay, so lahat na yan, everybody is welcome. It's all free. With certificates, lahat na yan, libre. Tapos, kung papalarin pa, they can avail of scholarship. At yung office namin is located Language Skills Institute, Old Capitol Compound, Burgos Avenue, Cabanatuan City. Tapat lang ng Freedom Park. Especially yung mga graduating students na yan, if they have the skills for contact center training, they are very much welcome to enroll here. And if they want to develop more their English proficiency, we are open here para mas ma-develop pa nila. Kasi supplement namin yan. Ang mga candidates namin dyan, yung mga graduating o yung mga gumraduate na, yung mga in-between jobs ba. So they will be given certificate right after the training. Again, it's all free. Pwede silang mag-drop by dito sa Language Skills Institute office. Lahat libre. It's all their game.
Okay, so thank you for that, ma'am. Glad to know po na may ganyang program po, no? So to
Yes,
our
it's the program of Governor Aurelio Umali and Vice Gov Doc Anthony Umali.
Ayan. So great to know, great to hear that, ma'am. So to our audience, you know where to go, you know where to find Dr. Pajarillo. So maximize. All right, thank you, ma'am. We are
You're welcome.
a certificate, ma'am. So this certificate of recognition is awarded to Ms. Shirley Pajarillo, PhD, for serving as resource speaker in the Pre-Employment Orientation and Labor Education webinar for graduating students 2020 to 2021, entitled Redefining Careers Towards a Very Normal. So her expertise and experiences certainly inspired the CLSU graduating students in their quest for more globally competitive and productive career undertaking in the very normal. So, conducted on the 5th day of July 2021, signed by Ms. Bernadette Binayog and Ms. Irene Bustos of the Career Development and Employment Services Unit. So, thank you po, Ms. Shirley, for gracing us
Thank
this
you.
morning with your expertise po. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcomes.
Thank you po.
Okay.
Stay safe, ma'am. All right. So, thank you to Dr. Pajarillo for gracing us for that first talk. So, for our second talk, we have Ms. Marilu Santos, Senior Trade and Industry Development Specialist for the Department of Trade and Industry. So, Ms. Marilu is currently the Senior Trade and Industry Development Specialist, and she has been with DTI since 2014. So, her description of duties include as project coordinator and product coordinator, training coordinator, SME counselor, division reporting officer, NE-SME Development Council Secretariat, and she's also a CLSU alumna, graduate of Business Administration, and took her master's in Public Administration in Core Gateway College, San Jose City. Yan. So, may we call on Ms. Marilu Santos?
Yes,
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning po. Good morning
Good morning
po.
po. Yan. Ma'am, can we share your screen po? Can we test lang your
Sige,
screen?
ma'am.
Ayan. So, to our students, if you have questions for Miss Marilu later, so ilalagay niyo lang dun sa comment section natin. By the way, the topic that Miss Marilu will be presenting is entrepreneurship and social media marketing and getting started with an entrepreneurial mindset from the Department of Trade and Industry. Ayan.
Yes. Ma'am Sherry, nakikita na po.
Wait lang, ma'am. I'm waiting for it to be put up. Click share, ma'am. Tapos, ma'am, share screen. Ito po yung nagawa niya, ma'am, no? Tapos,
Share.
share screen. Tapos, you can choose, ayan, ma'am. Is it on a PowerPoint presentation, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Choose window, ma'am, the window tab, and then click the PowerPoint section.
Hindi ko siya makita. Wait lang, ma'am.
Ayan, ma'am. Tama yan, ma'am, pero naka-entire screen po yung na-share nyo.
Opo.
Stop share kayo, ma'am. Yan.
Yan, ma'am. Okay na po.
Nag-stop share kayo, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Share kayo ulit, ma'am. Okay lang yan, ma'am. Ganyan po talaga pag live. Share screen po, tapos
Share screen.
Share window.
Wait lang po.
Or ma'am, pwede rin naman pong entire screen, but put it on your
Share
ano.
screen, ma'am.
Sige ma'am, ano po nakikita nyo?
Share screen po.
Okay ma'am, tapos click
And
nyo yun
then
ma'am.
window.
Yes ma'am,
Yes,
click
ma'am.
window po. Tapos
And
po,
then,
open nyo po yung PowerPoint. Click nyo po yung PowerPoint.
yan, ma'am.
Ayan. Is it up na ma'am?
Okay na, ma'am?
Ano po nakikita nyo ma'am?
Yung PowerPoint ko po.
Wala pa din siya ma'am on our end.
Uh-oh. Why kaya?
Entire screen na lang tayo ma'am.
Sige po.
Do it again po, yung pinakauna po natin ginawa. Ayan, ma'am. Tapos, ma'am, open niyo po yung PowerPoint. Ayan,
Yan,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Ma'am, pag screen niyo na po ito, ma'am, hindi niyo na po ako makikita.
Sige,
So,
ma'am.
mag-advise na lang po ako via voice. Ayan na, ma'am. Naka-full screen na po siya. So, ma'am, if ever there are technical glitches, I will go back to the screen po and alert you.
Yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you po.
Ayan. So,
Ayan, good morning.
okay na yan, ma'am. So, I leave you to
binabati
it.
ko lang po yung magsisipagtapos po.
Ayan.
Sige, ma'am. Can I start na, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I will be back for question and answer
So
in
good
20
morning
minutes.
po. So, sige, ma'am. Yan. So good morning po uli sa ating mga graduating students. So congratulations po. After po ng hard work ay finally kayo po ay magsisipagtapos. So ang assignment ko po ngayon is to provide you po yung entrepreneurship awareness, entrep mindset, and then basic po nung ating social media. So start po tayo with the entrep mindset. So pag-graduate niyo po, ang unang tanong kasi, ano po ba yung gusto nyong mangyari? Sabi nga ni ma'am, gusto mo bang maging effective na empleyado sa isang magandang kumpanya? Or gusto mo pong magkaroon ng sariling negosyo kung saan ikaw po yung magiging boss? So tingnan po natin kung paano tayo matutulungan ng ating presentation para po makapag-decide at malaman natin ano ba yung gusto nating maging. Ayaw. Yan. So dito po, sabi niya, huwag kang praning. So usually, ito yung common, naririnig ko po yan sa mga millennials. So kanina sabi ni ma'am, kailangan po mayroong planning. So sa pagninegosyo, napakahalaga po ng business planning. Sabi nga po ni Sir Franklin, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So mamaya makikita po natin yan yung mas detailed. Yan. O unang tanong po kasi natin madalas, ano ba yung negosyo na gusto natin? Paano ba to, kuya? Di ba? Ganyan po. So, isa-isahin po natin. Yan. So, start po tayo sa right mindset. So, bakit mahalaga po yung tamang mindset sa pagninegosyo? Kasi po, hindi naman po yan parang gusto mo ngayon, bukas ayaw mo. Kasi may risk pong kasama. At kasama po dito, nag-spend po tayo ng pera. So, dapat po from the start pa lang, ang mindset natin, you can do it. Kung kaya nating pangarapin, dapat po kaya nating gawin. So ito yung tinatawag na can-do attitude. Sabi nga po ni Sir Paulo Tibig, ang nakakakita sa di nakikita ng iba, ang siyang kikita. So kapag po tayo ay may plano na at mayroon tayong nais gawin, dapat po gawin na po natin. Yan. So sa mindset po, mayroong dalawang klase. So tignan natin alin ba tayo dyan. Kasi kung makikita po natin na nasa growth mindset po tayo, might as well po, we can start na po yung ating business. So sa growth mindset, ang sinasabi niyan, I can learn everything. So open po siya. While sa fixed po, I'm not smart. Sa growth, sabi niya po, I'm open to change. Sa kabila naman po, I'm not good at anything. Sa growth, sabi uli niya, I can try new things. Doon naman po sa kabila, I always fail. So I can try harder. I lack the skills. And then I am determined to do my best. Sa kabila naman, pag mayaman na lang. O ito na yung nakasanayan ko. So from here po, makikita mo na saan ka po pwede. So from fixed mindset, puro negative. So ibig sabihin po, kung eto ka, huwag ka na pong magnegosyo. Yan. So, in doing a business, you have to focus po. And then, paano yung mga pwede mong gawin? So, una, kailangan pong saliksikin mo muna yung sarili mo. So, kailangan mong mag-self-analysis. Ano ba yung passion mo? Ano yung gusto mo? Ano yung interest mo? And then, ano yung vision mo? Bakit ka magninegosyo? Ano ba yung nagmo-motivate sa'yo kung bakit ka magninegosyo? At kung magninegosyo ka, ano yung willing mong i-risk? Kasi po, hindi lang pera yung nire-risk mo, kundi pati yung pagod, pati yung hirap, at yung time na meron ka. And then, ano yung business na gusto mo? Ito ba'y produkto? Ito ba'y serbisyo? Ano ba yung needs or yung problema na need mong i-address na pwedeng i-address ng business mo? And then, sino yung target market mo? Ito ba yung mga millennials? Ito ba yung mga matatanda? Ito ba yung mga health conscious? So, ito yung mga basic na tanong kapag gusto mo pong magnegosyo. Yan. So, kanina sabi po natin may self-analysis. So, ito po yung mga some of the personal characteristics na titingnan po natin na kung meron tayo para po matulungan tayo mag-decide kung potential ba tayong maging entrepreneur. So, una, you have to face the fear. Kung takot ka, mahirap po magnegosyo. So, dapat harapin mo yung takot mo at kaya mo siyang harapin. Pangalawa, kailangan po resourceful ka. Opportunity seekers ka, persistent, committed to work, risk takers, demanding po sa ating quality and efficiency. Kasi sa business, kapag po walang quality yung ating products and services, magkakaproblema po tayo pagdating sa market shares. And then, kailangan goal setters ka kasi hindi ubra na come and go kung magkano lang yung pagbilhan mo ngayong araw na ito o kaya naman kung may magawa ka lang na ganito, hindi po ubra yon. So, dapat daily po nakaset ang yung goals. And then, dapat po information seekers ka kasi magagamit mo yung mga information na to sa operation ng business mo. And syempre, kanina pa po, sinasabi nga ni Ma'am Pajarillo, you have to be good in planning and monitoring. So, hindi lang sa plan, kundi sa monitoring. Kasi po, every step of the way sa operation ng business mo, meron pong mga nagiging issues and concern na kailangan po magkaroon ng corrective measures. And then, syempre po, dapat persuasive ka and good in networking. At ang isa sa pinakamahalaga po, dapat confident ka. Kasi in doing business po, parang yung sarili mo po yung ibinibenta mo. At yung sarili mo ang nagre-reflect sa business mo. And then lastly po, dapat creative. Yan. Sa pagninegosyo po, sabi po ni Sir Boots ng kapatid mentor me, so ito po yung franchising guru po sa ating bansa. So kailangan natin ng vision board. So anong pwedeng ibigay sa atin ng vision board? Ang vision board po, ito po yung ano yung gusto mo, ano yung pangarap mo dun sa magiging negosyo mo. So ang vision board po, ang sabi, it makes your dream clear. Magbibigay sa'yo ng better intention, and then mas lalabas yung pagiging creative mo. And then, mas lalo kanyang mamomotivate kasi nakikita mo ano yung gusto mo eh. Ano yung pinapangarap mo na kalalabasan ng negosyo mo at magiging productive ka kasi you are more motivated. And then, magbibigay yun ng focus at ini-increase niya yung chances of success. And then, sabi din dito, ina-unleash yung inner potential mo kasi yung drive mo nandun na eh. Nandun yung nagmo-motivate sa'yo. So, yung lahat ng inner potential mo at yung kakayahan mo, yung strength mo, lalabas yan para maging successful yung business na nais mo. Ayan, so more determined and then syempre yung desire and then yung boost ng iyong self-confidence. So, yeah. So, share ko din yung pong books ni Sir Paulo M. Tibig. So, siya po ay isang angelpreneurs din and then mentor din po siya ng kapatid mentor me kung saan po senior niya yung kanyang secret sa kanyang book. Nagbigay po siya ng mga tips para and strategies para mo ma-inspired yung mga maliliit na nagninegosyo at yung mga nais pang magnegosyo. So, si Sir Paulo Tibig, dati lang po itong working student, pero ngayon po ay isang successful na business owner. Yan. So sabi niya po, nagbigay siya ng acronym para po maging successful ng business. Ito po yung CHAMP kung saan doing a business, you have to be commitment. Committed po. So dahil po ang commitment is what transform a promise into talent, ibigay natin sa lahat. Hindi po isang 30% lang. So dapat po 100%. So sa each po, ang sabi po niya, hard work. So kailangan po tayo for issues and ating problem. Bakit ka ba nag-motivated? Para po it leads you to success. And then lastly po, ang sabi po niya, prayer po. Kasi prayer is the key to unlock all doors. Pero personally po, ang prayer ay dapat nasa unahan. So dapat po, pinaplano pa lang natin yan, hinihingi na po natin yan ng basbas mula sa ating Panginoon. Yan. So in doing a business po, anong business ba, 'di ba? Sabi po natin kanina, anong product ba yung ibebenta ko or isi-sales ko. So balikan po natin yung basic concept ng marketing para po mag-guide tayo, ano ba yung negosyong papasukin natin? Pagkain po ba yan? Services po ba yan? Delivery ba yan? So una po, sabi po dito, we have to understand yung target market. So sino ba yung target market natin? Millennials ba? Gen Z ba? Yung mga health conscious ba? So, alamin din po natin ano ba yung needs nila na dapat po nating ma-address. Yung mga basic at kailangan na needs. So, doon po magkikreate tayo ng product. For example, ang mga needs po ngayon ay nain ay delivery services kasi takot tayong lumabas. Inain ngayon yung mga medical and cleaning materials. So, yan. And then kapag po may available na tayong product na susut dun sa needs ng target market natin, we have to communicate with them. Kasi kailangan po aware sila, alam nila na may produkto tayo na magsusut at magpo-provide para ma-address po yung mga needs na kailangan nila. And then syempre po, lastly, we have to deliver the promised value. Kasi po, kailangan kung ano yung sinabi nating quality, kung ano yung sinabi nating features and the specification ng products and services na ino-offer natin, dapat po nasusunod yun at nami-meet yun para po magkaroon tayo ng sure market. Yan. So another thing po, you have to consider USP ng product mo or ng services na i-offer mo. So sabi nga dito, you have to stand out from the crowd. And then sabi nila din dito, you have to be an orange among apples. So bakit? So dapat po, ikaw yung nakikita. For example, nagdi-deliver ka po ng food, delivery services ang business mo, anong meron ka maliban sa iba? So dapat po makita yung kaibahan mo. Yan. So dito sabi nga, bakit sa'yo bibili ang iba? Mas malapit or accessible ka, mas mabilis ang yung serbisyo, mas mataas ang quality ng yung mga ino-offer na products and services, mas magaling yung customer service mo, smiley yung tindera mo, magaling makipag-usap sa telepono, malambing, maestima, hindi ka binibitin, hindi ka pinag-iintay, and then pwede din pong mas malaki yung size ng product mo, mas malaki yung content niya, and then mas masarap yung formulation mo, at syempre yung packaging and labeling mo dapat po mas kakaiba din kumpara sa kalaban mo. Yan. So what to do po pag gusto mo ng magnegosyo? So sabi ko kanina, you have to know yourself po, self-analysis. Are you entrepreneurial? So kanina tinignan po natin, pero doon po sa lahat na given na characteristics, sabi nga, iba naman po doon trainable at naaaral po yun at natitrain. And then sa step 2 po, you have to consider po yung other factors, yung knowledge mo, yung interest mo, yung ano yung kakayahan mo, yung mga training acquired mo, and then nakakatulong din po kasi dito, ano yung government support pagdating po sa industriya ng business na nais mo. And then ano yung rate ng growth ng business, maganda ba o non-moving? And then musta naman po yung ROI niya. So sa kada piso bang i-invest ko, magkano babalik sa akin at gaano katagal bago ito bumalik. So, dapat po yun kino-consider natin. Then step 3 po, isipin na po natin, anong klaseng ownership ba yung business na itatayo natin? So, with friends ba yan? Ikaw lang? Or corporation yung nais mo pong itayo? And then, step 4, ang napakamahalaga din po ito, writing a business plan. So, bakit tayo magsusulat ng business plan? Ba't kailangan ang business plan? Kasi po, yan, so business plan is your framework. So, master plan and roadmap ng iyong business para po maging success ka. So, ito, ginaguide ka niya kasi tinutulungan ka niyang i-consider at tingnan ano yung external and internal elements ng business na papasukin mo para ma-plan ito at ma-handle. O business plan, sabi po dito, is a written document that aims to establish whether or not a business idea will bring money, sabi, that is greater than cost to start and operate. Kasi dito makikita mo na agad kung magge-generate ito ng income para sa iyo at gaano katagal ito babalik at magkano. Yan. So, ang business plan, tinutulungan tayo para i-reduce or if not remove yung the risk of losing money sa isang poorly researched or unstudied. Avoid costly mistakes kasi nga po sa business may cost, may perang involved. And then, ina-anticipate po nito at ginaguide to magkano yung kailangan nating pera. Initially, magkano ba sa fixed capital, sa working capital, sa ating revolving capital, yan. And then, ano-ano ba yung mga activities na kakaharapin natin kapag ito yung business natin? So, saan tayo pupunta? So, lahat po yan na-address, na-identify sa ating business plan. And then, i-assess din po nito yung actual performance against dun sa set goals. And then, kapag kailangan po natin ng additional financial support, nagagamit po ang business plan to seek for financing loan sa mga microfinance or sa mga banks. Yan. Step 5, so consider na po natin after po magawa natin yung ating plan. So, yung ating mga requirements for capital. So, fixed capital, ito po yung gagamitin natin pag-invest ng mga fixtures. So, yung mga furnitures and fixtures, natin revolving in para po dun sa flow as operation ng business. And then yung pre-operating capital, ito po yung mga ginagamit para po sa mga legislative, so mga bayad ng mga permits and registration. Yan. And then sunod po is saan tayo kukuha ng capital? So personal savings ba natin sa family, friends, or we have to ask po financial assistance from banks, NGOs, and then special lending programs. So, next po, for example, bakery yan. Saan ko ilalagay yung bakery ko? So, una, you have to consider po yung population ng trading area. So, dun ba sa lalagyan ko, madami ba dun yung tao? Daming nakatira? So, hindi enough na madaming nakatira. Kailangan malaman din po natin, kumakain ba sila ng tinapay? Baka po kasi ilagay mo sa maraming ang tao, hindi naman po sila mahilig kumain ng tinapay. So, wala kang magiging market. So, dapat alam mo po, ilan doon yung kumakain ng tinapay at mahilig ng tinapay. At alam mo din dapat, anong klaseng tinapay madalas yung binibili no? Nakatira doon sa paglalagyan mo ng business. So, another thing po you have to consider is yung competition po. Kasi po, kahit madaming tao, madami pong kumakain ng tinapay, kung napakarami na pong bakery nakalagay doon, so magkaka-issue ka rin ko po pagdating siya share, unless otherwise, nagkaroon ka po ng kakaibang klase ng tinapay or yung talagang nag-e-excel kumpara sa competitors mo. Na mura location mo. Accessible ba yan? Yung andyan? Nadadaanan ba yan? O nasa dulo ka po ng ring po, pag sold po, ibig sabihin, isa yung may-ari, sa DTI po ang punta. Kapag mga partnership and corporation po, sa SEC po. Kapag cooperative po yung naging ano nyo po sa business nyo, sa CDA po, or yung mga association DOLE. So, pag meron na po kayong DTI permit, a-applyan nyo po ito, and then huwag niyo pong kalimutan yung ating BIR registration. At kung other agencies po, for example, station, need po natin ng permit from Department of Energy. And other agencies po, depende sa klase ng business. Yan. In securing DTI permit po, pwede po kayong pumunta any provincial office po ng Department of Trade and Industry and Negosyo Center. But now po, dahil sa pandemic, we are now online po. Just visit po yung aming portal, BNRS portal. And then doon po, pwede na po kayong, huwag nyo lang pong kalimutan, dapat po meron kayong online payment account like Gcash po, Paymaya, mga ATM, credit card, para po doon ma-pay nyo na din po. In case po na nakakuha kayo po ng business pero registration pero hindi nyo po ito mabayaran, you may visit po yung DTI permit. So, ang DTI permit po, tatandaan nyo po, ay effectivity po niya ay 5 taon. So, here's po sa screen yung ating payment for 5 years po, plus documentary stamps. So, nagbabaris lang po yan, nag-a-add-on ng konti kapag negosyo center po kayo nagbayad because they are using po yung mga online payment na may charge po. Yan. Sa step 9 and 10 po, hiring and training of personnel na po. So, kung kailangan natin ng empleyado, dapat po alam natin yung mga rights. Alam natin yung working hours, yung kanilang mga benepisyo na dapat po ipagkakaloob sa kanila. Alam natin yung minimum wage po na dapat nasusweldo nila at dapat po nasusunod natin yon. And then step 10 po, we have to start na po yung ating business. But don't forget, sabi nga po dito, ngayon po we have to go green. Ito po yung greening the MSMEs for sustainable development. So, in doing business, hindi po excuse yung ating love of nature. So, dapat po nag-green practices po tayo. Nag-recycle, yung mga hazardous na mga gamit natin or waste natin, dapat po properly dispose. Yung pong mga gamit or mga residue or waste po na pwedeng i-recycle or pwedeng gawing mga organic fertilizer, dapat po hindi natin yun nami-miss. And then, syempre po, yung pong social responsibility sa ating mga empleyados at sa ating sa community kung saan nabibilong yung ating business. Dapat po hindi yun kinakalimutan. Yan. So kanina sabi po natin, we have to know yung mga government support, lalo na po sa panahon ngayon kasi ito po yung nakakatulong sa atin. So yung ating Republic Act 10644 po, ito po yung Go Negosyo Act, kung saan ito po yung an act of promoting a job generation and inclusive growth through the development of MSMEs. So through this act po, nagkaroon po tayo ng negosyo center. So sa Nueva Ecija po, 25 na po yung ating negosyo center and I'm sure sa ibang provinces, madami din pong mga naka-establish na negosyo centers. So negosyo centers po is in collaboration with the local government units and other agencies and private sectors. So ito po yung tinatawag nating MSME DC. So ang tawag po dyan is MEDC. So ito po yung Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Development Council kung saan binubuo po ito ng mga national agencies, banks, institution like CLSU po, member po niyan in AUST. And then mga ilang private sectors kung saan sila po yung nagtulong-tulong para po sa MSMEs development ng bawat provinces. So through this act po, it further boosts yung government assistance. For example po, yung business mo kailangan ng assistance with DNR, with DOLE. So yung pong ating negosyo center will help you link po dun sa tamang agencies. Another po, it promote ease of doing business and facilitate access to services. And then it ensures yung continuous growth kasi po pwede po kayong tuloy-tuloy na i-assist ng ating mga business counselor sa bawat negosyo center. And then it promotes po yung entrepreneurship at the entire province po. And then lastly po, ito yung one-stop shop ng services ng lahat ng pangangailangan ng entrepreneurs na sabi ko nga po na connected din dun sa mga services offered ng MSMEDC. Yan. So another government support po is yung Republic Act 9187 or yung the Barangay Micro Business Enterprise kung saan nagbibigay po ito ng incentives and benefits sa lahat po ng nabibigyan ng certificate nito. So ang BMB certificate po ay free, wala po itong bayad. So dito po, once you are given po certificate of authority ng BMBE, 2 taon po yung effectivity nito. So you are exempted po for the payment of annual tax. So exempted in a way po, magpapile pa din po kayo. Hindi po ibig sabihin na automatic po ito na basta na lang po hindi tayo magpapile sa BIR. Another thing po, dahil po barangay maliliit, kinukonsidered na maliit pa ang business nyo, ini-exempt ka po niya for paying the minimum wage sa iyong mga empleyado. And then 3 po, yung access ng finance kapag kailangan natin ng support. And then yung pong priority ka sa programs and services ng mga government agencies. Yan. So, bakit ba tayo magninegosyo? Anong meron? So, una, meron po tayong unlimited opportunity to make money. Lalo na po pag masipag ka, di ba? Yung kakayahan para makapag-generate ka, makapagbenta ka nandoon. At syempre po, yung big deal para sa atin kasi minsan mahirap magkaroon ng boss. Alam mo yon, yung kapag po gabi na, tinatawagan ka pa, utos ng utos, yan. Normal po yon sa trabaho. Yan. So, kung ikaw ay may negosyo, syempre po, ikaw ang boss sa sarili mong negosyo. And then, dahil ikaw ang sariling boss, you can manage your own time po. And then, kaya mong itap yung lahat ng creativity mo. Saan ka magaling, saan ka bihasa, anong craft mo, lalabas yun, lahat ng galing mo, yung inner potential mo. And then, another rewards po, ay yung pong happiness pag na-overcome mo yung mga challenges at nakaka-find ka ng fulfillment. And then, help others kasi nakakapag-generate ka ng employment, nakakapag-generate ka ng taxes and fees na ibinabayad natin at tinutulong sa gobyerno natin, na ibinabalik naman po ng gobyerno ng mga services niya. At syempre po, nakaka-build ka po ng entrepreneurial legacy. So, kung may rewards, meron naman pong risk, syempre po. So, una yung risk po na kapag ikaw ay nalugi, syempre po, nagsasuffer yung iyong finances. Nagkakaroon ng mga unpredictable business condition. Kung natatandaan nyo po, yung birds flu, di ba? Unpredictable po yun. Ang dami pong namatay doon na industriya. At marami po doon yung nalugi. Ganon din po sa ASF. So, yan yung mga unpredictable business condition. Tapos, yun pong pandemya natin ngayon. So, hindi po yan na-predict na naka-apekto po dun sa mga business. So, ang medyo na-suffer po dyan yung tourism. So, dyan tayo nagkaka-problema po ngayon dahil po sa restriction ng mga boundaries po ng bawat bayan. And then, syempre po, long hours of work. Kasi po, kapag ang business natin, tayo din yung empleyado. Like for example po, sa simpleng karinderya, tayo yung namamalengke, tayo din po yung nagluluto, tayo yung nag-uurong, di ba po? Minsan tayo din yung nagsaserve. So, kailangan talaga ng mahabang oras para po magawa natin yung ating business. And then, your problem will haunt you even in your dreams kasi may mga pagkakataon po na nagkaka-issues and concern yung mga negosyo po natin na hindi na po tayo na makakatulog sa gabi at hanggang sa napag-inipan natin. So, next po, nagkakaroon po ng unwanted and unexpected responsibilities. Yan. So, dito po sa picture, let me share lang po. Ito po yung, sabi po niya rito, success is like an iceberg. So, dito po, kailangan mong mag-invest para po maging success yung business mo. So, kung makikita niyo po dito, napakarami natin na dapat po i-invest at ibigay dun sa ating negosyo. Yung sacrifices, dapat healthy tayo kasi hindi natin magagawa yung isang business at ma-ooperate yung business natin kung hindi po tayo healthy. Dapat may good habits po tayo, may focus. Siyempre, yung growth mindset natin, hindi ubra na, ngayon okay yan, kumikita yan. What ang gagawin mo pa kapag after a years? Kasi siyempre, may susulpot ng mga other business dyan na kagaya mo. So, dapat meron kang innovation, meron kang R&D, meron kang product improvement. And then, dapat you are persistent. Sabi ko nga kanina, yung goals, dapat naka-target yan. And then, yung expenses, and then, kailangan magaling kang mag-manage ng time mo. And then syempre may mga iyak din diyan, may moment din diyan na nalulungkot ka or umiiyak kapag nagkakaroon ka ng mga problema sa negosyo mo, hindi ka makatulog. And syempre po sa business dapat we are ready po for disappointment and rejection. Hindi lahat ng nasa plan natin ay nagsasucceed po. So hindi lahat ng bebentahan natin or aalokin natin ng products ay bibili po sa atin. At hindi po lahat doon ay masasarapan dun sa produkto o magagandahan dun sa produktong ating ibinibenta. Yan. So lastly po ay ang ating social media marketing. So by the way po, lahat ng mga po dinidiscuss namin, meron po kaming mas deeper, detailed, and specific po topic for that. So usually po nagra-run ito ng half day to full day po. All you have to do lang po pag kailangan nyo ng mas broaden na topic po, mas broaden na detalye ng mga seminar po. So magsusulat lang po kayo sa amin at isesend nyo po sa aming email address po, official email address. So social media marketing, ito po, dati meron na ito, pero mas nag-click po ito dahil po sa pandemic. Ito po yung ating COVID-19 issues po. Ito po yung pandemya kung saan po nag-boom po siya at marami po ang nag-take advantage dun sa opportunity. So sabi po dito, ang social media marketing po is an strategy. So ang marketing strategy po siya kung saan napaka-powerful way po niya and tools para po ma-reach yung prospect and ating customers. Yan. So dito sa social media marketing po, ito po yung mga nagpo-post tayo ng mga text, ng mga images, videos, and other contents para po i-drive yung audience engagement dun sa ating mga ginagawa. So kina-capture natin yung mga interest nila. So dapat po lahat ng ipopost natin pagdating po sa negosyo natin ay valuable information para sa kanila kung saan ito po ay makikita nilang helpful and interesting po sa kanila. Yan. So bakit kailangan natin ng social media marketing? So sa social media marketing, kailangan po natin ng marketing plan din. So dapat po hindi lang tayo nagpo-post ng kung ano-ano lang. Yung pati po yung kulay, kino-considered. Paano natin po siya nile-layout? Paano po natin siya pinupwesto? So lahat po yun kino-considered sa social media marketing kasi po lahat po yun ay nakaka-apekto kung paano tingnan or how na-attract yung ating mga customers. Yan. So sabi po, it is important kasi ito po ang nagpo-promote ng ating mga products and services. So usong-uso ngayon yan, di ba po? Pati nga po yung mga ukay-ukay, andyan na po sila sa online. And then nagbi-build po ng conversation, nagiging personal level pa nga po minsan hanggang sa yung audience mo, yung mga customers mo, nagiging friend mo na po and then nakakatulong sila ng malaki sa'yo dahil po later tinutulungan ka din po nilang i-share yung mga advertisement mo, yung mga promo ads mo sa kanilang mga friends po. And then yan, increase brand awareness. In-increase niya rin syempre yung ROI mo dahil kapag nagkaroon ng brand awareness, na-promote yung products mo, maganda yung market sales mo, syempre po yung overall ROI nyo ay gagalaw din po ito. Yan. So, ang small social media marketing po, nakakatulong din po ito kasi nga po, yung budget mo po ay small lang. So, less expensive. Lalo na po pag gusto mo po ng ilaki yung reach ng yung social media. Like for example po, yung FB mo sa pagpo-post po, hahanap ka po doon ng, ito lang yung edad na gusto kong makakita. Yan, ibo-booster mo po yan. Medyo mura lang po. Yan. And then, syempre po, dahil po open ang profile sa social media, natutulungan po niya tayo ito para yung pong mga competitors natin, yung mga kagaya nating negosyo ay malaman natin ano yung mga strategies nila, ano ba yung mga madalas na pinupost nila, ano ba yung focus nila. So from there po, nakikita natin ano yung atake nila para po mabigyan din tayo ng hits, ano ba yung mga strategies din natin gagawin. And then po, learn the buying patterns of your ideal customers. Dahil nga po, nasa online po ito, nasa social platform, nakikita natin ano ba yung trend, ano ba yung mga ano ba yung mga gusto ng mga customers. So from there po, nakikita natin ano yung gagawin natin sa ating business. May mga dapat ba tayong baguhin? May ba dapat ba tayong i-adjust? Meron ba tayong needs ng improvement? Yung mga product ba natin? Yan. Ano ba yung dapat na product na i-add on dun sa business natin na mag-fit dun sa mga pattern, yung buying pattern nila? Ano yung mga gusto nila sa mga needs? Yan. So, ito po yung e-commerce situation po sa Pilipinas. So, from here po, makikita mo po, from the population of 110.3 million po, ang mobile connection, ito po yung may mga cellphone, ay 100 na piraso po ng cellphone, ito po yun, 152.4 million. So kung makikita nyo po, mas marami pa pong cellphone kaysa po sa population. Kasi minsan nga po, dala-dalawa ang phone, tatlo ang phone. At dito po sa population natin na 110.3, 73.91% po dito ay internet users. Or ang sabi po, 67% po ng population. At doon po, 89 million po yung active sa social media. So from this po, sa situation po ng ating e-commerce in the Philippines, makikita po yung potential po ng e-commerce ng social media marketing ay napakataas po. Isama mo pa po yung situation natin sa pandemya na ayaw lumabas ng mga tao, kaya po take advantage natin yung e-commerce. Yan. So, ano yung opportunity sa social media? Sabi po dito, sa population na nasabi natin kanina, karamihan po yung mga young and tech-savvy group. Ito po yung mga millennials and Gen Z consumer na nag-a-average po ang edad from 27.7 years old. Sila po yung mga prolific users ng internet. Sila po yung madalas na nag-i-internet. Ngayon po, sila ay umuubos ng 10 oras at 2 minuto according sa pag-aaral po ng Hootsuite and We Are Social. Inuubos po nila yon sa internet yung 10 hours and 2 minutes. At almost half po noon, 4 hours and 12 minutes, ay nasa social media. So napaka-timely po na ang business mo po ma-enroll mo sa social media. Yan. So sabi din po dito, usually po, ang nagsha-shop online are ages between 18 to 31. So kung gusto mo po na ang business mo po ay mag-click po, dapat po, andyan. Sila yung mga target market po na pwede mong i-serve yung mga needs para maging business mo. Yan. So sabi nga po, dahil sa social media po, it make it easy for you to reach out yung audiences and then to promote yung products and services po offering saan? Sa Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and online marketplaces. Yan, Lazada, Shopee, Zalora, and among others. So sa Nueva Ecija po, meron po kaming website kasi meron po tayong ina-assist ang opisina po na group para po mag-represent sa manufacturers ng Nueva Ecija. So from there po, nag-create po ng website para din po ma-promote at i-sell po yung kanilang product online. So si DOST meron po doon yung One Store PH. So kapag po DOST assisted din po yung mga MSMEs, meron po silang e-commerce din po na ina-assist para sa product nila. And then sabi nga po ni Sir Bill Gates po, if you fail to plan, if your business is not on the internet, then the business will be out of business. So kung wala po sa internet ang negosyo mo, mawawala po ang negosyo mo sa sirkulo ng mga businesses. Yan. So share ko lang din po, nung una sa ating pre-COVID po, diba, ang usong-uso po yung angkas sa motor, lalo na po sa Metro Manila kung saan nagbabayad tayo para umangkas at hindi po tayo maipit sa traffic. Pero dahil po sa COVID, ang inaangkas na po ngayon ay mga products po na ino-order natin. Kung dati po, nagsha-shop po tayo, makikita mo ang tao lagi nasa mall, namimili ng mga products, tinitingnan yung mga products. Ngayon po, dahil po sa post-COVID at dahil sa social media po, nagpapalengke runner na lang po tayo. May mga app, may mga businesses po na nagbibigay po ng services nila, delivery services at palengke services para yung mga basic needs, lalo na po sa food, ay dinideliver na lang po sa atin. And then ganoon din po yung sa payment. So ang payment po online na lang din. So yung mga GCash, Paymaya, bank transfer, etc. Yan. So, share ko lang din po yung ating proud MSMEs. Sa Nueva Ecija po ito, kung aware po kayo kay Citrus Alley. So, si Citrus Alley po ay healthy drinks. Yan. Own po siya nitong tatlo. Kung makikita niyo po yung tatlong lalaki na iba ang damit. So, they are friends po. They are all nurses po. Pero dahil po gusto nilang magnegosyo, inaral po nila yung pagiging businessman. Inaral po nila yung nitty-gritty po ng pagiging negosyo, ng pagiging negosyante. At inaral nila yung business nila. So initially po, nag-start lang sila ng kagustuhan pong makainom ng healthy drinks. Yung drinks na daw na gustong-gusto nila. Hanggang sa nag-put up po sila ng kanilang negosyo. Ito po yung Citrus Alley. So makikita po ito sa lahat ng mall and watermarks sa Nueva Ecija. So, nag-start po sila nang inassist sila ng DTI ng dalawa lang. Ito po yung sa Pacific, tapos sa Mega Center. Sa ngayon po, more than 20 na yung outlet nila. Ito franchise na din po sila. Makikita na rin po yung product hanggang Isabela, Cagayan, Bataan, Pampanga, tsaka po Bulacan. Yan. So, yan. So, ano naman po yung ginagawa nila with regards po sa social media nila? So, meron po silang mga FB page, meron po silang website, meron po sila, naka-enroll po sila sa mga online market, kung saan po, ultimo po yung group ng mga tricycle sa Cabanatuan, yung mga accredited po ng delivery services, pwede pong mag-deliver. So, doon sa website nila makikita nyo po yung mga content niya. For example po, Independence Day, makita mo po yung mga pinopost nila. Kung makikita nyo po dito sa screen, sa left side ko po, may pang-independence din po silang post. And then kapag summer naman po, makikita nyo din po, nagpo-post sila. So ito yung mga dapat pong may ingat natin ginagawa pag gumagamit na po tayo ng social media in marketing our products. Yan. So gaya po nung karamihan din po, kung gusto mo pong mag-succeed yung negosyo mo, hindi ka dapat po mag-stop lang. Hindi ko mo mabili yung ready to drinks mo na Citrus Alley, stop ka na po doon. So doon po, nagkakaroon po ng innovation, product improvement, kung saan nakikita nila paano naman yung mga gustong mag-stock ng drink sa bahay, paano naman yung gustong on travel, hindi nagkakaroon ng problema, nagli-leak or tumatapon. So, nag-come up po sila ng production po ng kanilang bagong product. Ito po yung Silly Juices po, kung saan in-infuse din po nila, hindi lang po yung calamansi juice or healthy juice, kundi sinamahan na rin po nila ng turmeric. Yan. And then, syempre po, in-enroll din po nila ito dun sa social media marketing po. Yan. Yan. So, dito po, remember, sabi po natin, the day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit po. So, dapat po, be patient, be humble, and don't give up kapag po business ang nais nyo po. Yan. So, thank you po.
Thank you po, Ms. Malu. Alright, so to our audience, we are now open for questions. So habang nag-isip yung audience natin, ma'am, meron lang po akong curious na question.
Sige, ma'am.
How young, meron po ba tayong database or number kung madami po ba yung mga young entrepreneurs at ilang taon po sila?
Actually, ma'am, sa office, ang masasabi ko lang yung sa data namin po. Kasi po, usually, yung mga nagpapa-enroll sa amin na ina-assist po ng provincial office ng DTI po. So, ini-enroll po namin sa database yun. Doon po namin pinaprocess ano yung mga, maliban sa TNA, yung mga kailangan po nila. Usually po, may pa ilang bata, ma'am. Pero mas nasa middle age po yung mga uno.
Ilang taon yun, ma'am? 20s, 30s, 40s?
Nasa ano sila, ma'am? Early 40s hanggang 50s yung madami. May pailan-ilan din namang bago, ma'am, na bata, pero nandun yung sa middle. Siguro, usually, ano po ito? Ito yung mga yung kailangang maghanap buhay para may pambaon sa mga estudyante. So, may mga kliyente din naman po kaming ina-assist na young. Ito po yung mga estudyante. Usually po sa LSU student ng entrepreneurship kung saan nire-required din po sila ng sa LSU na i-put in practice yung tinuturo po sa kanila.
So, question lang yan, ma'am. Curious lang po kasi yung audience natin ngayon ay mga fresh
Mga
grad. So,
bata.
wanted to know po sana kung madami po ba yung mga young entrepreneurs natin, no, sa area niyo po. All right. So, to our students, do we have questions for Miss Marilu? Meron po bang tanong? Going once, going twice? Sigurado na kayo, guys. Ma'am, how can they get in touch with you po? In your office po?
Opo. Yes,
In case
ma'am.
po na may tanong sila or meron po silang kailangang assistance from you.
Opo. Yung sa assistance naman, ma'am, dahil po estudyante sila graduating student coming from different areas po ng Pilipinas po, they can visit po yung nearest negosyo center po. So, kumbaga saan naman, ano na yan, halos siguro po more than 50% na po ang lahat ng bayan meron yan. So, pagdating po sa mga residents po ng Nueva Ecija, they can visit po provincial office and then any nearest negosyo center po or visit po yung, mag-email lang po dun sa r03.nuevaecija.com.ph po. So, meron din po kaming FB page ang DTI. Check lang po yung FB page po. Makikita nyo na po yun.
Alright, so thank you po, Miss Marilu, no? So guys, you know how to reach Miss Marilu and you know how to reach her office. So if ever na may mga questions kayo or meron kayong gustong i-explore, visit na lang kayo sa office nila, sa mga nearest na negosyo centers. Ayan. So Miss Marilu would like to present a certificate. So this certificate is from CLSU office po. So this certificate of recognition is awarded to Ms. Marilu Santos for serving as the resource speaker in the pre-employment orientation and labor education webinar for graduating students 2020 to 2021 entitled Redefining Careers Towards a Better Normal. Her expertise and experiences certainly inspired the CLSU graduating students in their quest for more globally competitive and productive career undertakings in better normal. So conducted this 5th of July 2021, signed by Ms. Bernadette Binayog in charge for Career Development and Employment Services, and Ms. Irene Bustos, Acting Dean for the Students of Office of Student Affairs. Ayan. So Ms. Marilu, thank you for gracing us with your presence this morning. We learned a lot po, especially po for the students who would be venturing out in the next few months. So thank you,
Thank
Ms.
you, ma'am.
Marilu. See you again.
Sige po.
Thank you,
God
ma'am.
bless po.
God bless po. Alright. So now we'd like to call on, for our closing remarks, we'd like to call on Ms. Bernadette Binayog, LPTRGC faculty, the guidance counselor in charge for the Career Development and Employment Services Unit of the Office of Student Affairs, Central Luzon State University. Hi, ma'am.
Hello, Miss Shari. Kumusta po?
Sige, ma'am. Ma'am, I leave it with, i-spotlight po namin kayo.
Okay po. Salamat po. Okay, CLSU graduating students, how many more days? Baka sa Friday, God willing, talaga naman makikita virtually, meron tayong graduation. And again, congratulations sa inyo, mga mahal kong graduating students. And I hope na ito talaga yung simula sa inyong paghahanap ng career. Pag-isipan ninyo, we learned a lot. Ako, na-refresh ako talaga kanina, chinachat ko si Ma'am Shirley, na-refresh ako doon sa kanyang topics. And ganun din po sa DTI. Ito rin po yung, sayang wala akong entrepreneurship mind Talagang education ako. Pero gusto ko po yan, ma'am. Maraming pong salamat sa DTI, kay Ma'am Malu, okay, magaling din po kay Ma'am Shirley, and sabi niya, promote ko daw, libre po ito. Alam niyo po kanina din, sabi ko, isa ako po sa magpapalista para doon sa upgrading skills ko po sa language skills ko. Ayan. Libre po ito, mahanapin niyo lamang po si Ma'am Shirley Pajarillo, and pwede po ninyo akong kontakin, pwede niyo pong kontakin ng CDESU para sa mga gusto po mag-upgrade and yung kanilang mga skills, especially sa language. Andito po ang tulong ng ating Nueva Ecija, Governor, ang ano po natin. Sa makikita po si Ma'am Shirley Parillo sa sa Language Skills Institute. Okay? And kung meron pa kayong mga kailangan about your career, nandito lang ang Career Development and Employment Services Unit ng OSA. Okay? Ngayon ay, bago pa more announcement, bago ko malimutan, gusto ko munang iserve ang certificate po kay Sir Kim. Sir Kim, so maraming salamat po sa inyo with your staff po, Ma'am Shari and Miss Michelle. Okay, Certificate of Recognition is hereby awarded to Mr. Kim Chua for serving as the resource speaker in the Pre-Employment Orientation and Labor Education webinar for graduating students 2020-2021 entitled Redefining Careers Toward a Better Normal. His expertise and experiences can certainly inspired the CLSU graduating students their quest for more globally competitive and productive career undertakings in the better normal, conducted on the 5th day of July 2021. Okay, signed by me, okay, in charge of Career Development and Employment Services Unit of OSA, and signed by Career Office of Student Affairs. Sir Kim, thank you so much po.
Maraming salamat ulit po, Ma'am
And
Bernadette.
thank you po, Miss. Yes, Miss Michelle.
Thank you po.
And I'm looking forward talaga po sa mga ano po natin, future partnership activities po ng ng CDESU and ng CLSU. Maraming
Yes, ma'am.
pong salamat.
Salamat po ulit.
Salamat po. God
Thank you
bless
po, Miss Bernadette.
Yes. And for our graduating students, by the way, hanggat hindi pa natatapos ang graduation ninyo, we still have your emails, yung clsu2.edu.ph domain. Please keep it open because we would be sending you the email link or the links para sa future activities natin with Jobs 180 regarding the online job fair. Okay? So please keep your lines open, your emails open, and yung permanent Gmail or permanent email address ninyo ganun din. Sana open din yan. Always check on it kasi one of these days before the graduation, your graduation ay magsisend ang OAD ng email for you para sa ganon ay makakapag join kayo sa online job fair. Not only for these graduating students, we also calling din yung attention ng mga alumni natin sa CLSU. So please support ang itong ganitong gawain kasi kaming ibang gusto ko, di magkaroon kayo ng trabaho. Okay? And nasa sa inyo lang kung paano kayo hahanap ng trabaho. And ito ang Jobs 180, salamat sa kanila kasi tayo, tulong-tulong para mailapit namin sa inyo ang trabaho. So all you have to do is go register sa kanilang yung sinasabi ni Sir Kim kanina. Okay, do sa link, pagkatapos ay just click din yung ibibigay naming link sa inyo para kayo makapag-register doon, makapasok doon, and sabay-sabay tayo towards the end of August, God willing, ay magkakaroon tayo ng online job fair. We are contacting right now ang mga different sectors from agriculture, from businesses, from communication, from tourism, from education. Almost all sectors talaga ay aming kinokontak for this para lang sa inyo mga mahal namin graduating students. So please support this, attend on this, and go kayo, okay? Sama-sama tayo na maghanap ng trabaho. Ibang-iba na, I tell you again, ay ibang-iba na ang paghahanap ng trabaho ngayon through online na, and malaki ang may tutulong sa atin yung paghahanap ng trabaho na ito sa Jobs 180. And of course, kung meron kayong entrepreneurship mindset and yung mga mahilig sa business yan, okay, pwede nyo i-apply. For sure, marami kayong natutunan yung sinare sa atin ni Ma'am Marilu tungkol po sa paghahanap ng sa pagtatayo ng business, lalo na online. Okay, kaya grab this opportunity, guys. Wag niyong kalilimutan. Okay? And again, Jobs 180, DPI, and kay Ma'am Shirley, maraming pong salamat on behalf of the CLSU administration And in behalf of Office of Student Affairs, kay Ma'am Irene, at sa mga suporta po dito ng staff, kay Ma'am Vanji, and for all the people involved, maraming pong salamat. God bless everyone.
All right, thank you for that, Miss Bernadette. We'd like to remind everyone that we have an evaluation form to be filled out. So we will be putting this in the comment section so you can click it and evaluate. Please evaluate before the day ends. So we would like again to thank our sponsors for this event, CEO Group. Please check out the CEO store in Lazada and Shop. You're at the nearest mall in your area to shop for your corporate needs. For career opportunities, it's available jobtraining.com/CEO Group. Please watch out for the next set of webinars that we are hosting for other universities this week and the next week. So check out our Facebook page for the topics that we will be discussing, and you're welcome to join in any of those sessions. So thank you guys and see you. Have a great afternoon. Congratulations to our graduates. Bye.